one of the NFL draft has concluded, and we are going to be giving grades to all the picks, including talking about some day two prospects and giving some prospects for the Rams and Panthers. Let's get right into this.
Yeah, interruption. Woohoo. So yeah.
Yeah.
Uh
Yeah.
there's a lot of there's like five small offensive tackles this year in the draft. Wasn't expecting that many. I low-key thought there was only like two.
Yeah, no.
Until like a whole herd of them
When,
just
when Caleb Lomas got drafted,
then
his
everyone
whole
just started.
family, yeah, and then Maui Noah came in, and then Vega, and
So
all
many
of them,
big dudes.
always repping.
I just
That's
realized
what I love
all
about
the
Samoans. They're always repping.
All
Yeah.
Islanders
plus like
do that.
all the tackles are all big dudes. Like
Large dudes.
and don't get me wrong, I love my big guys. So
That's
I definitely
the,
love this tackle.
that is the third time this week he's done that.
You said the what time?
Good time.
That's
But yeah,
the third
Go watch
time.
frame by frame
I'm
if you
excited
haven't
to see
watched
the rest
it.
of this draft
Yeah,
with
go watch frame by frame. It
all
shows
those
up at the
big.
end of the videos.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of this draft with those big tackles. Like everyone's like 6'5" and up. So some are 6'7".
I need to
6'11".
do that.
I don't know. Anyways, all right, but yeah, that's the interruption for today.
All right, and now let's just get into grading these picks. Obviously, we're going to tell you guys who went. Bobby made little graphics for them, so clap it up for Bobby. He posted them on the Instagram. Make sure you guys go follow them below, Instagram and TikTok. Let's get into this. The first pick, the Raiders obviously drafted Fernando Mendoza. I gave this an A because he's nowhere near the best player in the class, but it's just what they needed. So to me, it's an A. Simple.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I know Ant was next, but I'm pretty sure he was going to say the same thing as well.
Cool to say.
They needed a quarterback. They took the best quarterback. That's the end of story.
Yeah, it was pretty, grass is green pick right there. So, yeah.
All right. Pick two, the Jets. Not much of a shocker, but because they could have gone two ways, but the Jets did take the more ready now player in David Bailey. I guess they think they are closer than they are. In my opinion, they're not. So I gave them a B
They're
plus for this pick.
far.
I still like David Bailey. I just feel like you have the time to develop Arvell. You signed Kingsley Enagbari to a 1-year deal. You signed Joseph Asai to a 3-year deal. You have the time to develop Arvell. So I just would have liked Arvell here.
I
Would you
give
like
it
to go in? Yeah.
Yes, please. Thank you. I gave it an A. Solid because because what the yo I give it an
Even midnight
A
yet.
solidly because it's David Bailey. Just based off the pick. They're not really in a win ready situation, but I feel like if they do, into build around with the rest of their picks from now till the next draft, I feel like they will get into that win ready situation. So yeah.
Yeah, for me, I gave them an A minus. Now, like, I do understand that they're not in a win now situation, but David Bailey could honestly get them to that win now situation, especially from what we know now. Later into the draft, they select a few good players later in the first round. So, but David Bailey could honestly lead that defense for the next 4, 5, 6 years. So, I do like this pick for them. I gave them an A minus. So, yeah. I think they made the right choice here.
All right, pick three. The Cardinals did stick at pick three, and they ended up picking Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. I like this pick a lot. It's just most people don't think running back was the biggest need for the Cardinals, as they brought back James Conner on a reworked contract. They still have Trey Benson, and then they signed Tyler Algier. So one of those four
He's not just
superstar
Tyler out here.
running back, Tyler
He's
Algier.
a superstar.
Yeah, but I like this pick. I ended up giving it an A minus just because, like I agree with everyone saying it's not really as big as a need, but look at these teams that take running backs early, and the running backs really change the dynamic of their offense. So I like this pick in general for the Cardinals,
Yeah, I'm gonna just go along and say it. I also like this pick too for the Cardinals, but it's just that simple A that I gave them. Yeah, they don't really have a dominant running back. I know they have superstar the superstar Tyler Algier, but yeah, it's just a solid pick.
Yeah, I kind of like just the talent that they were able to get for running back. I know running back wasn't the position of need or just a thought, but getting a guy like Jeremiah Love, who's the best running back in this class, at that pick, he could have went to if the Jets really felt froggy, but getting him there at 3, you have your superstar, real actual superstar running back of the future that could possibly lead you to great things. So I gave him an A here. I see the reason why people don't really like this pick or prefer this pick, but Jeremiah Love is one of the best players in this class, so I really do like this pick for them.
All right, and next we have the Titans selected wide receiver Carnell Tate, fourth overall. I gave this a B plus. It's not my favorite pick. I feel like there was just like obviously Titans were gonna go get a weapon. I feel like if Jeremiah Love was there, this he would have been the pick 100%. But at this point, Carnell Tate will be good in the league. I don't know how good he'll be, but it was just like to me, it just didn't feel like the best pick because Arvell was on the board. And if you look at their what the Titans have at edge rusher, they have Oluwafemi, but he was hurt to end his rookie year, and then Arden Key isn't on the team anymore, so they don't really have an edge rusher. We'll talk about what edge rusher they got later in the draft in the first round, but I gave it a B plus. I still like the pick. Carnell Tate has a chance to win Rookie of the Year. Still, it's just to me, it's a B plus.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there and agree with DJ. I think they could have just went edge here. Like I said previously, I did want them to pick up an edge like Arvell, but I'm glad that they still went and got is the Titans
Cam
correct?
Ward.
Yeah.
Cam, yeah, I almost said Sanders, but Cam Ward a weapon, so it's a solid beat. It's right there, so yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
glad it
give
hit.
them a B plus as well. I agree with that sentiment that, Carnell Tate um, will be good in the league, and he does have a chance to win Rookie of the Year. But yeah, you could have just took a Arvell Reese, as you don't really have any depth in the edge room, and you don't really have a true um, guy that could make pressures other than Oladejo. But like DJ said, he got hurt, and he had a solid season, but kind of was under the radar. So you could have easily took Arvell Reese there at 4, but Carnell Tate's going to be good. He's going to be the number 1 wide receiver there in Tennessee, and um, there'll definitely be a lot of connections between him and Cam Ward. So I do like this pick.
All right, and next with the fifth pick, the Giants took the guy that fell right in their lap. I give this an A plus right away. I'm just gonna say that. Obviously, edge rusher wasn't the biggest need. They did list him as a linebacker, so maybe they do try him out there as a linebacker because obviously Sonny Styles could have been a pick here. But I think with Arvell's versatility with being able to rush off the edge, which would make him a good blitzer, I really like this pick a lot for the Giants. Most people are like, why would they take Arvell? They got Brian Burns, they got Kayvon Thibodeau, they got Abdul Carter. Who cares?
All those guys are
Who
pretty much
cares?
old.
No, they're
And
all young. They're all
all those
young.
guys are fairly
Brian
young.
It's just
Burns,
now. Yeah, he's young.
Brian
He's
Burns is like
28,
20.
I think. But now they
ooh,
just have an edge
washed.
rotation of the future. Like if Brian Burns is hurt, needs to go out for 3 plays, Arvell subs in.
Ridiculous.
Or while Brian Burns is in, Arvell's in right behind him at linebacker. So
Mhm.
I really like this pick for the Giants, and I give it an A plus.
I give it a B. I actually
You
don't
a
know
B?
why I give it a
I was
This
B.
about to say.
this is A.
It
Ooh,
says,
brother.
wait, no, I'm reading the Titans. My bad. Sorry.
Ooh,
Should have
brother.
scrolled up. Should have scrolled up. My
You
bad.
almost caught some
But
crazy.
yeah, I almost got some giant
Whoa, whoa,
strays. Get
whoa,
it?
whoa, whoa.
What happened?
Where will
It
Ted
it
go?
already went over to the it already went over to the next pick. The thing I thought I turned on 2 million milliseconds.
God damn. Anyways, I almost got some giant strays there. Get it?
Yeah,
Cause giant.
But
But
where will
anyways,
Ted go?
but yeah,
yeah,
where
I
will
gave
Ted
them
go?
a what?
Where will Ted go?
What? What does that even mean?
Where will Ted go?
Who is
Look at your
Ted?
phone. And
Dude,
while he looks at his phone, Bobby go.
my phone is dead.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, Ant go then.
Oh, all
While
right.
it's charging.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Comment below. Tell Ant to charge his phone, y'all. Boy.
Boy, boy, go charge that phone.
Anyways, I give them a solid A because I do like the fact that they picked up Arvel Reese. I
Thirsty.
feel like he is a very versatile and two-way player. So yeah, he's able to produce pressures at the end, or play, sit back and play
Is
linebacker.
this
So yeah,
Saratoga?
It's Saratoga.
Pretty,
Frozen.
pretty decent. Is it
Not
frozen?
frozen.
Did it blow?
No.
Did it blow up?
No, Kara told me to put it in the freezer. I told her we're not doing that.
I'm glad you remember that moment.
Yes, I
It
remember
happened
that
in my house,
because we heard the explosion, and we all
but we
thought it was
didn't
just
pay no
someone
mind.
was someone's in the freezer.
And then I opened it.
And
Just
then
nothing but glass shards and frozen water.
That's
Anyways,
a tough pick
yeah,
though.
Arville Reese here at 5 to the Giants. I gave it an A. I was damn near close to giving it an A plus just off the value you got him and him dropping to you, falling in your lap. 10. I think they could have made a better pick, but we're not going to talk about 10 yet. But at 5, Arville Reese just falling to you. Obviously, he could play the edge, but they list him as a linebacker, so he'll probably see more time there. Um, John Harbaugh gets a Roquan Smith, I guess,
oh,
for
hopefully
the
he don't turn
Giants.
out like Roquan Smith. Have you seen his pictures recently? Do you see what they
Oh,
call
I've
him?
seen the
What?
Rose Zempic.
fat
Rose,
Rosempic.
damn,
It is right,
bro,
but
Zempic is
no,
insane.
Arvell's definitely that defense is gonna look so crazy
That,
come the season
yeah.
if everybody's healthy. But yeah, Arvell Reese, I give him an A. Um, that should be a really good defense with him on it.
All right, next the Chiefs did end up trading up to pick 6. What I will say here is, according to what Mansour Delane said in his opening presser, the Commanders were very interested in him, and they were probably going to take him if he didn't go at 6. That's why the Chiefs traded up to 6. Because he said something like, Adam Peters, you got to be faster than that, or something like that. But yeah, I like this pick for the Chiefs. They really needed a corner. They lost. We keep mentioning it. They lost Trent McDuffie. They lost Jalen Watson. They think they even lost one guy to the Titans. So I really like this pick. They didn't even have to give up much because they only moved up from 9. So that's what makes me like this pick even more. I gave it an A. He's gonna be a very good lockdown corner in the league.
Yeah, I also gave them A as well. I felt like I should have just given them A plus because they didn't have to give that much to get to the pick. But yeah, it's a very solid pick. They picked him up basically because they lost the loss of McDuffie and I keep forgetting his partner's name,
Jalen
as I
Watson,
was it, Jalen Watson.
he's on your
But
team.
yeah,
Yeah, you
well,
literally got both of them. You're
I
gonna
know,
learn the
but
name
I'm
because we'll be
mainly
posting it when he.
He gets
mainly
an
McDuffie,
interception
dude.
or a
I'm a
forced
McDuffie
fumble.
man, bro. What can I say? I'm not a Watson hater
Ah,
or,
You're a
anyways,
McDuffie
just ignore
man.
me. Uh,
I'm gonna act like I didn't hear that.
what? All right. Yeah, I gave him an A as well. It was either between the Saints or the Chiefs getting Mansour Delane, so them trading up for him to get him is um, something that was kind of expected to an extent for some people. I think DJ was one of them that said they were going to
I heard the
trade up.
Chiefs trading up, just didn't know for who.
Exactly. So, but I do like this pick, replacing Trent McDuffie. Obviously, they didn't go corner later in the draft, but we'll discuss that. But at this, what
Keep
DJ?
going, keep going, keep going.
Nothing. I really did like Mansour Delane during the whole draft process, so he's gonna join a stacked Chiefs defense that is being rebuilt to be dangerous.
Yeah.
yes,
All
yes.
right. Yo, don't start.
I
I
did
see
a I
you.
did a half.
I
Okay,
see you do a half one. I said you.
I
All
did
right,
a half.
pick 7, the Commanders A plus already. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that
Yeah,
now.
no,
Sonny
no.
Styles fell right in their lap. They didn't even have to trade up to get him. A plus, not much to say. He's gonna transform that defense. Dan Quinn, the whole staff will love him. He's gonna be a leader from day one. I love this pick. My dad loves
Cook,
this pick. The Commanders
Cook,
cooked here. A plus.
A plus.
Yes, A plus all across the board for all three of us. Well, I mainly chose A plus because they found, I guess, like their new Bobby Wagner, because I
Mm.
think Bobby Wagner.
This is dangerous defense.
God.
Yeah, that's
Don't be
crazy.
surprised if they go on a legendary playoff run. I hope. I hope.
I
Top
hope
10
they do.
defenses next season.
They
Watch,
need another.
And then they
They
got to
all they
lose
need
to
is a
us
wide
in the NFC
receiver.
Championship, obviously.
and then they gotta
Yeah,
lose
they're
to
gonna
us.
see us
Okay.
in. Oh, DJ, if If they go to the NFC Championship, you and your dad got to go to that game.
I'm going to that game. I don't care if I got class the next day. I am going to that game, and no one is
I'd go
stopping
to
me.
that game too.
I'll stop you. Anyways, let's
Stop.
continue on to our. Bobby, you gonna explain why you gave him
You want to talk?
a plus as well?
Give me
Or
little words.
the words of a plusing, wisdom. No.
I don't know what bro's talking about. Let's move on to Jordan.
Oh, so you didn't
Okay,
want to
so
say any
just so
words about
just so,
Sonny?
so just
All right,
just
No,
Jordan
you know.
make good.
Tyson, going to the Saints, eighth overall. Man, he was crying, you know, and I said it during the draft stream. I respect it though because look at how much he went through during his football journey, all the injuries. So I like this pick for the Saints as long as he can stay healthy. I gave it an A. I'm gonna keep saying this. As a Panthers fan, I hate this pick because he's gonna be good in the league, and of course he has to be in my division. Um, as a journalist, this is a perfect pick for the Saints. I give it an A.
All right, I gave it an A plus simply because as DJ said before, the Saints have to trade up for this pick, and I feel like he's a very solid wide receiver. From what I remember, he's very big bodied, and I feel like he'll definitely replace Chris Olave or team up with Chris Olave if you know if he's even healthy. But yeah, I also like his backstory too. He's went through a bunch of injuries, so yeah, so I give it an A plus.
Yeah. I'm just gonna state it now. Although I did give this a A minus, this is my favorite pick as I projected it months before the draft. Obviously, changes happen, but I really do like this pick for them as I thought he was really gonna or if he were to go to the Saints, it'd be a great dynamic duo between him and Chris Olave. Maybe he'll take over the wide receiver one spot. But yeah, just to see that emotion come out of him throughout his whole college career, he faced adversity with injuries and things of that nature. So um, to even be in that position and get picked that high, and especially to a team that really, really is in need of another wide receiver, it's good to see for Jordan Tyson. So not only is that my favorite pick, I gave it an A minus. Probably should have gave it an A though.
Probably should have. All right, next, the Browns getting Spencer Fano. Pick 9. This is the pick that they got from the Chiefs, along with some other picks. I think 90 and like 117. I like this pick a lot for the Browns because this is probably who they're gonna take at 6. They got him at 9, and they got extra picks for him. He's versatile. He can play everywhere in the offensive line, including center. You usually don't see that for tackles. Usually tackles you can slide them into guard, but a tackle like him being able to slide at center too, I really like this pick, and he's gonna be a big part of that Browns offensive line going forward. So I give it an A.
I also as well as given it I also as well as given it an A. Oh my gosh, because of just his just simple his versatility, how he can play it throughout the whole entire offensive line, and it can be a big part in protecting Sanders. Yeesh.
Sanders or Dylan Gabriel. Either
Sanders or Gabriel, yeah, who or me, if I were ever to get drafted by the Browns. But yeah, it's a solid A there.
he did it again. He did it
Stop!
again.
Stop thinking you're done in the league.
He did it again.
Stop.
Let Ant believe. Let Ant be
Yeah,
delusional.
bro.
But yeah, I also gave this pick an A. Did I expect him to go this high? I should have. But
I had him going
yeah, I
11.
do like this. You had him go on 11.
I wasn't expecting him to
When
go
it went to
over
Dolphins.
Maui Noah,
Yeah,
which is
but
funny.
Funny thing, the morning of the draft, it came out that Maui Noah could slide to 15 at the latest. So,
Damn.
all those stories come out the day of the draft, though. Like, we're going to find out tomorrow about some guy that has magically risen from the fourth round to the second round.
yeah, like Lorenzo Styles,
Like Lorenzo Styles, yeah.
which I could actually see happening because he had a good combine too. But yeah, Spencer for now, really good, really good. He's gonna start. He's gonna be day one starting offensive tackle, and he could play any position on the line. So I do like this pick protecting either or Shador or Dylan Gabriel. I said a lot of ors, but
A lot of
yeah, I
war.
like this pick a lot for the Browns, and their later pick is great too. So I
The later pick is very great.
Yes.
All right, next, 10th overall, the Giants got Francis Maui Noah, offensive tackle from Miami. Basically, Dexter Lawrence for Maui Noah. Um, I like this pick for the Giants. I really thought it was going to be Caleb Downs here, so Maui Noah surprised me. But protect your young quarterback, so it's not that bad. But I ended up giving it a B plus. I do like Maui Noah's versatility, being able to be a right tackle or a right guard for you. So I like it, but I give it a B plus. I'm not trying to give out too many A's and A pluses this draft.
Well, you know me being generous, so I gave a bunch of A's and all that. So, yeah,
Well,
them
you didn't give this
picking.
one an A.
Yeah, you give this one a lowercase b.
Yeah, not even uppercase, lowercase. Like you had
I
something
wanted to
good to
emphasize
say.
that he put a
A
lowercase
Okay,
b.
lowercase b. Like
okay.
every
So
other
what
pick,
I
by the way, is capitalized for ant. Just
okay. So what I meant, I was rushing through it, and I was just looking at y'all's picks, and I accidentally typed B. Um, but what I meant to give them was an A.
Just
what
sorry,
did
looking
I
at it
say?
is so stupid.
No, I was looking
sorry,
at it
sorry to
earlier.
y'all's.
This whole time I was like, why is it lowercase? It was pissing me off.
Yeah, y'all didn't
I
want to
wasn't
tell me
gonna
that
fix
before
it.
we were
I
started
wasn't either.
recording. Okay, nice. Anyways, I was gonna originally give them an A because they picked one of the best, or I guess second to best offensive lineman now because of Fano going before him. But yeah, that's such a solid pick in protecting your quarterback, your young quarterback, and
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart and your new running back in whatever his name is, in Jeremiah Love and also Skydabu. So you know, yeah,
Wait a minute. The Giants didn't get Jeremiah Love.
Giants did not get Jeremiah.
they didn't. Oh
The
my
Cardinals
god,
did.
my bad.
That's an X, y'all.
That's
Type
an
X
X.
in the
That,
comments.
we
That
got a
that was an X.
lowercase. Give him a lowercase.
Lowercase X, by the way. Don't
Hey, at least
don't.
it's a small X.
So
Just
your
give him
grade is
multiple.
a B, but you wanted to give it an A.
He meant A.
Yeah.
Just
So
typing
let
A.
me, let me go
All
erase
right,
that
go
real quick.
make sure it's lowercase. But
Wicka.
go ahead, Bobby.
Go. Turn that into an
Please
A.
put it lowercase. I just dang it, he didn't put it.
Yeah,
I also gave this grade an A as yeah, just protecting your young quarterback Jackson Dart. He got fairly injured last year too, right?
he did.
Because of his offensive
Concussion.
line not blocking for him.
No,
No, it was because
mainly
he
because he
scrambled
wants
his
to
butt
He
off.
would.
dive it.
He wants
He
to
wants to
dive
dive at things,
head
but
first.
yeah, there's something wrong with these players. But yeah, Francis
Ron says,
Mauigoa, I think he was above Fano in every aspect of the word, but Fano got selected at 9, so that kind of makes him the better offensive lineman. But he's still one of the better ones. Yeah, it was. I'm glad they set up the trenches. I'm glad they did that to an extent. I know Arvell is not really in the trenches like that, but he can be. But I like that they set um,
but will he?
Jackson Dart up with a really good tackle. So yeah,
They did. All right. Next, Cowboys traded up to 11 overall to get. Son- I almost said Sonny Styles. Caleb Downs, safety from Ohio State. I like this pick for the Cowboys. Obviously, safeties aren't valued that high in the league. So I was wondering where Caleb Downs would go once it appeared that he was falling. And once the Cowboys traded up to 11, I knew right away they wanted to get Caleb Downs. He could be a playmaker on defense. We talk about him every in every one of these mock drafts. He's versatile. You could put him in the box, deep safety, nickel. He's a big guy. He's strong. He's willing to hit. There's a lot of things. So I really like this pick for the Cowboys. I give it an A. Caleb Down's going to be good in the league.
Yeah, I also agree with DJ. I gave it an 8 as well. I think Caleb Dowds can really go in there and put down some good defense on there and upgrade their secondary. I really see the Cowboys defense coming up the ranks this next season. So yeah.
what's happening there, DJ?
Oh, it just got very itchy.
Oh, itchy, itchy, itchy. Yeah, this pickup for the Cowboys. I mean, I don't even want to think about that later pick, but we're talking about Caleb Downs. DJ and Ant basically hit it on the head. He's Mr. Do Everything, do it all, I guess, if you want to put it that way, as Ant is jolly and dancing. Um, yeah, this was the best player available at that time. I feel like if Caleb Downs kept falling, it was just off of something weird. But I'm glad they actually got something good.
What? Hold on. Hold on. What the? What happened to my headphones? Like it still shows that they're on, but I can't hear no one. Technical difficulties, chat. know why? Like my headphones are still on. It still showed my mic was going through OBS and stuff. It just went
Yeah,
out
your
on
mic kind of
Discord.
sounds like you're underwater.
Yeah, it sounds like
It swapped to that mic.
There we
Why
go.
is it doing that? Oh, yeah, it was on my camera mic. I think that's what my camera mic
Okay,
sounds like.
there we go.
Y'all
Yeah,
don't
your
like my
camera mic
camera
sounds
mic?
like it's underwater.
Y'all don't fuck
No,
with it? Yes,
turn it
sir.
off.
Oh,
Mama, where you go?
all right. Oh shit. I mean, oh shoot. We've been recording.
Oh, snap.
Daddy, what you cooking?
Cooking me some chicken.
It looks good.
And it smells good.
Oh, I forgot the rest of the song, yeah.
Oh
And
my
I
Big.
hope
god.
he's hell no.
Hell no. All right, we're done talking about Caleb now. So let's move on to Caden Proctor.
All right, let's move on to Caden Proctor. Bit of a shocker here. I did not think he would be the next offensive lineman to go.
That was
Um,
a good bar.
what?
Caden Proctor, that was a bit of a shocker.
I didn't know I said that.
I was the only one that noticed it.
It's just natural for me, y'all. I give it a B
Uh,
minus. Caden Proctor. Uh, he could be good. He has the size. Um, but the last time a team drafted an offensive lineman just because of his size was Evan Neal,
didn't work
and
out.
we see how Evan Neal turned out. His contract, he's guaranteed $0 on his contract now, so he's
Damn.
terrible. But Caden Proctor can be good. He's just gonna take some development, because he could be a little slow on his feet at tackle, but then at guard he might also be a little slow. Like he just got slow feet. Well, but the Dolphins are in a rebuild, so they got the time to develop him. So I like the pick, but for now I gave it a B minus.
Um, I don't know why I give it A. Oh wait, no, I actually know why I give it A. Because well, they decided to go ahead and protect who Malik Willis.
Malik
Sequence.
Willis.
I like the fact that they did that. They decided to prioritize the protection of their quarterback, even though Caden Proctor, is a little slow on the feet, and
Oh, oh, this has happened. Oh, oh.
It does
ew,
not sound
shut up,
good.
styrofoam.
It's okay.
What happening?
It's gonna start clearing up right now.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's gonna
it's
start
yeah.
clearing up.
There
Cause
we go.
you can always tell it when it's slowly going back up. But then
Yeah,
when it
slowly
goes
going
out,
back
it
up.
just drops.
You're just
Yeah, it
like,
just
It
drops
just
styrofoam.
and it's always when
Anyways,
Aaron's talking too.
oh,
it's
Because I
all,
hear it and then I look at Bobby
and
just
then
like,
and then me and Bobby speak and then it hits Ant. So y'all
yeah,
comment a small X for Ant again since every time he speaks,
yo, so
we
like,
turn into
anyways,
styrofoam.
yeah, I really like the fact that they picked Kenny Proctor. I do know that he's slow to the feet. He also has some slow hands too, sometimes. But all developmental issues they can definitely fix with the correct coaching.
put your hands down, bro. We don't want to see it. Put your hands down.
Don't
I'm
start
looking away.
violence. Don't
I'm
start.
looking away. I don't want to see your hands, dude. Put them down. He's not putting them down. I might as well talk about Kenny Proctor. I gave it an A just off the sole reason of protecting Malik Willis, but also the development that could also be had uh, with Caden Proctor.
You sound like you were coming out of a set. Ew.
Ow!
You still sound like you're coming out of a '70s radio.
But yeah,
Man.
I do like this pick for the
Ew,
Miami Dolphins.
like your voice is vibrating.
Ooh, it's mine.
Yours.
Yes, yours,
So what did
bro.
you give this pick? Because you're
I
styrofoam.
gave it an A.
Oh, it's clearing.
It's clearing
I
up
gave it
now.
an A.
All right, next.
My poor ears.
Ooh, Ant. I
The
think you should
actual
talk about
first
it first.
shocker of. No, I feel like he needs to end it off because he
Okay.
should go a little longer than us. Yeah, I give this one a B minus. It's you could see why Rams fans wouldn't like this pick. He's not a guy that's gonna help you win now. They drafted for the future. I do like that aspect though because I've been saying it every year. The Rams should go out and get some young quarterback in the draft just to develop behind Stafford because Stafford's one of the best quarterbacks to develop behind. Plus, McVay's your coach. He can literally just sit. He doesn't even have to be active during game days. He could be the emergency third quarterback and he's still learning. He has the play sheet with the earbud in. I like this pick, but yeah, I feel like there were guys that could have helped the Rams now. Um, like Makai Lemon, like Kenyon Sadiq. Even some of the D linemen could have helped now. So I gave it a B minus, but it's still a good pick. It's just it was a shocker.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, it was definitely. You could kind of feel it when they were doing the broad or when they were showing on the broadcast. They were just looking at Ty Simpson and DJ's like they're showing Ty Simpson, and I think I audibly said, "Oh my God, there's no way they're actually gonna do it." And when the pick came in, I was like, "They did it." I gave it a B. I do like the fact that they decided to take their quarterback and have him develop behind Matt Stafford, who at least has 1 to 2 more years. I don't, to be honest, I don't even know if he has 2 more years. He'll probably this next season will probably be his last. But
Not gonna lie.
yeah, I do like that they're trying to have someone to develop after Stafford leaves. Was it the right pick at the right time? I'm not too sure, but nevertheless, they needed to get a quarterback sooner rather than later, uh, so they could have a decent future. But Ant, you go ahead.
All right, but yeah, definitely looked on the Instagram and seen a bunch of like mixed up comments or mostly hate, not really mixed up, but yeah, there's a bunch of people hating this because they're like, where is he gonna stand? Is he gonna be QB4? Is he gonna be competing with Stennett? And it was confirmed that in McVay interview that he will be competing with Stennett. So I really, I don't want to cut Stennett though, but if it does come down to that, I guess we do cut Stennett.
Yeah, you don't cut your first round pick. So
Yeah,
it's really not a competition. It's just show us what you got.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's weird. Some people are saying like, oh, we're like in a winning era, like right now. So what's the purpose of getting a young QB right now if we're gonna win it like time zone? Are we gonna like
Why did you send me my own story?
I sent you your own story. Oh, I did.
yo?
I didn't
But
even.
yeah, it was low key confusing to me as a
Did you wait? You didn't know that was mine?
No.
Oh,
Someone
bruh.
else.
I was like,
Anyways,
I was like, man,
try to hop
Really?
over Bobby's dumbness.
chat.
Shut
Where
up.
will Ted go?
Where will Ted go?
I'm gonna reach for both of y'all's fallopian tubes and play with it. Anyways, um, yeah, I don't know what we're trying to do. If we're trying to build for the future, if we're trying to win right now, but I guess we're doing both at the same time because we're drafting a young buck while we're also drafting some of the best players for our defense. I don't know, but I like the pick. I gave it a solid B. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right. Next, we'll move on to pick 14, A plus for me. This I said on the draft stream. This reminded me of Tyler Warren to the Colts last year, where it was just the perfect fit. Ended up happening. Vega Venga, or however they say
Benga.
it. Yeah, like they added an N in there. Maybe there is, maybe
Oliva
there's
Benga.
not. Alava Venga, Ioane. I just like this pick of the Ravens. They really needed a guard, and he's gonna fill that need. We talk about him every mock draft. I'm giving him to the Ravens in every mock draft. Vega's gonna be good, and that I'm glad they got. He's with the Ravens.
Sorry, I was just trying to translate his name in my head. But nothing really popped up. I think his last name means I forgot what it means in English. But yeah, I gave it also a solid.
I think it means I forgot what it means.
My
Like
bad. I'll come back.
I think it means I forgot what it means.
Um, yeah, that is definitely something I'll come back to as a interruption tomorrow.
During the
Interruption
stream.
tomorrow.
During the
Yeah,
stream
during the
First
today.
stream.
three.
During
Not
the
A
stream.
live,
tomorrow.
a live
Today.
interruption
In
today.
I
3 hours
forgot.
from when
I
this video is
forgot.
uploaded.
I'm about
In
to say
about
3 hours
three and a
from
half
Yeah,
now.
hours. Yeah, 3 hours
Okay.
from now
three
we'll
and
be
a half
live.
hours.
Around 3.5 hours from now we'll be live, y'all.
Yeah, we're doing a 24-hour stream before the. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
I'll do one day.
No,
One day I'll do
no.
one when I'm not in
Right
school.
before the stream. Oh yeah. Anyways, yeah, I give it a solid A plus.
an excellent.
Replacing a coconut
Someone
with a coconut.
say
The
And Daniel
coconut with the
Filale.
coconut.
for
A
Vegas. So yeah.
rotten coconut with a fresh coconut.
Look at you. You're tough.
Thank you.
Let me second. Anyways, let's continue on to Bobby's opinion and see what he says.
Yeah, I gave it an A+ as well. I had him mocked for like the last two or three, no, two mock drafts. I just thought like, yeah, they need a guard. Daniel Falele was terrible. I'm glad he left. Addition by subtraction. I give it an A+. So fork found in kitchen moment, maybe. Yeah,
Fork
probably.
on a kitchen moment.
Funny thing is, you could have put the whole entire Bobcast to guard instead of Daniel Falele, and we probably do a better job.
We probably
I'd probably
would.
do a better job than Daniel
You would
Falele.
probably do better than Daniel Falele.
And would probably DJ with the
That's why they drafted
torn
Noah Noah,
UCL.
because Falele's their guard.
Yeah, he is.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
might put
goodness.
that grade up. But next we
Yeah,
have the
you might have to
Buccaneers
put
who
that at A.
drafted Ruben Bain out of Miami. He fell a lot further than a lot of people expected. When he started falling, I kept saying, "Is he gonna be a Buccaneer?" He was a Buccaneer. I like his fit a lot. His only thing is short arms, really, but he's gonna be a good player in the league. He's gonna be
What
a
do you
good.
do?
He put his arms up.
He did this.
He no, he did this. He put his arms up like that again to show us how skinny. Why are they so skinny?
Like, dude,
Like,
You wouldn't believe me. I lost
you're
200
right. I
pounds.
wouldn't.
like what is? But yeah, I like Ruben Bain. I like the fit in Tabo's defense.
That's a whole
Obviously,
spider.
here they were
There's a whole
projected to
spider.
take the other Miami edge in Ruben Bain or in Akeem Mesidor, but they ended up
Oh
getting Ruben
shit!
Bain.
It's alive.
Why did that scare me?
Because you're scared of
Bro had
spiders.
me moving. I was about to move out the way.
Should have threw it at you.
No,
A
and jump,
placebo
bro.
effect.
No, and jump too. Because it
Bro,
came
I thought
enough.
I
It just
squished
tossed
it.
it.
That mug came out like this, and it flipped back up and started crawling. I'm like, oh hell no, throw
Yeah,
it, throw it away.
cause I'm just
Sorry.
tossing, and then I know. Oh, I was like, oh my. Yeah, I gave this pick an A for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Why'd you say it so fast?
Buccaneers.
That's how you're supposed to say
Anyways,
their name. With
yo,
speed.
so there you go. Anyways, yes, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We
See, he even said it fast. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
You're supposed to.
I given them a B. Because they've picked up Ruben Bain. I low-key thought he was gonna fall further, but I knew some team was gonna pick him up. It wasn't he considered the older
No,
edge?
Akeem
No.
Mesidor is the older one.
Oh,
Why is he going so fast?
why is he the? Why are you talking so fast?
You might take a mess.
Yo, you just want me to play with your fallopian tubes. Anyways, yeah, I give them a B, solid B, because Ruben Bain, or
So,
if you say it slower, it's slower. It's Ruben Bain.
Rubain. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I gave him a B+. I was hoping this wouldn't happen, but it happened when the board was falling. I do like this pick. They kind of lost. So I think didn't they lose an edge? Didn't they lose Joe Tryon Shoyinka?
they lost him like years ago.
Oh,
They just
dang.
needed someone to pair next to the guy I hate playing, Yaya Diaby.
Dang, you hate Yaya?
I he every time he plays
Or
up,
you hate
he's good.
Sebastian Dennis?
No, I don't hate Saroche. You hate Saroche
You're right. And this makes me hate the pick even more now.
because he gets to play next to Saroche.
So now this is getting an F grade. I'm just kidding. Staying at a B+.
I don't think we ever
Ruben
did
Bain was
that.
supposed to be a top 5 pick, but getting him here at 15 is really good. Maybe I should have given it an A. Maybe I did consider it at one point, but I was like B+. Seems pretty fair, but Ruben Bain should be good in this league for the Buccaneers.
All right, and on to our next one. We have the Jets taking tight end Kenyon Sadiq Morgan. DJ.
Yes, they did take Kenyon Sadiq, and I had this a couple mocks ago just as a joke because I was like, what if they do want to pair him with Mason Taylor? Just because having a nice 1-2 tight end punch is like very, very good nowadays. Like, and that's what you want. You really want to have two, at least one good tight end, and the other one needs to be serviceable to average. So I ended up giving this a B. I still like it for the Jets. It's just tight end wasn't the biggest need. Obviously, this probably would have been Ty Simpson if the Rams didn't take him. Um, yeah, Kenyon Siddiq's gonna fit. He fits in any offense. He What's going on with you, Bobby?
Shut your mouth.
So you already know he's already DJ baiting Baba.
Yeah, I like this pick. I give it a B.
I'm not looking at my phone for the rest of the.
What I
Why?
do?
You know what you did, Demetrius. And go, please.
Tell me that it's human nature. Anyways,
Oh,
uh,
yeah. Don't worry. I seen Stan too.
yeah, but my phone is
His
dead.
phone is dead.
I hear it,
You hear
I
Mark's
do
phone,
hear it.
actually.
No, that's
so you
Mark's
should
phone.
use it because your
No,
account's on it.
because
Oh,
I guess
do it
after
or you
this
get an
pick,
X.
Mm-hmm.
And I
X
know
in the
you don't
face,
want
but
that
Also,
X.
and
What?
what,
Wait,
why you
what?
yell at me for? Also,
all I
and
said is also and.
Oh, also and.
also what? As we figure out what the also and means, I'm gonna talk about my pick.
Yeah,
Uh,
you had this
okay.
one, so be hype.
Yeah, Kenyon Sadiq.
And
Whoa.
have this one.
Yeah, I did. I in your face, in both of your faces,
You had this one.
dude. It
I
was
gave
this
you
one,
this pick. I gave you this pick 2 weeks ago.
He was right.
I,
and
DJ was right two
mind you,
weeks ago.
I wasn't believing you. I
yeah,
just took it
you
because
did it. Yeah.
you really give good advice sometimes.
All the
But yeah,
time.
only whenever Yeah. Anyways, uh, it'll be nice 1-2 punch as DJ said with Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck
I was
with
shocked the kid at
Tyler
tight
Shuck
end.
ain't on no Jets.
The next Taysom Hill.
what their other Tyler the other
Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor. Close enough. Mason
Not
Tyler,
close.
Mason Taylor. Just switching the Y and the L. Anyways, yeah, it's a solid B for me. So yeah, go Bobby, go
Bobby,
Bobby.
you're up. Well,
Oh, me?
while Ant looks at the videos.
Well, I gave the Jets an A minus as I do think this is a really good pick for the Jets at tight end. Yeah, it probably wasn't the like most popular pick for the Jets to make, but you get a guy who could also play wide receiver. You get a guy that could help help out whoever your quarterback is. Geno Smith,
Arch Manning.
Arch Manning next year. But yeah, another weapon for this current Jets team to have, and I hope he doesn't have a bad career there because if he does, it'll all go to waste.
I'm praying for him as a Jet.
I'm praying for the other guy too.
Next, we have the Lions taking right tackle Blake Miller from Clemson, which
Bit of a
means they are
shocker, right?
going to move Panay Sewell to left tackle, which they talked about, but now it seems like it's going to be official. Blake Miller.
Forgot Mark puts his phone on full blast.
Blake Miller, I like him. It just came out of nowhere. Most people expected them to take like Monroe, and
What
keep
am I doing wrong?
Panay Sewell, and keep Panay Sewell keep him at right tackle. But this is a Lions type of pick, a guy that would just get up in your face, get physical, will knock you down.
I'm gonna get up in
Physical
DJ's
in the
face
run
after this
game.
video.
So I like this pick for the Lions, and I gave it a B.
It's so nasty.
We all gave it B's.
Yeah, cause we're the Bobcast. Anyways, yeah, Vikings getting Caleb Banks, right? That's what we're on.
So we're just gonna move on to Caleb
We're just
Banks.
gonna move on. You're not gonna say nothing about him.
I mean, it was the
Okay,
right
fine.
selection.
It
It
was.
was the right selection.
I'll go back
Did
to
did I expect it to be Blake Miller? No, but it was definitely the right selection for them,
I
especially if
mean,
he's that physical and likes to get up in people's faces and knock them down. So
I,
yeah.
that is definitely
I would hate
such
to.
a Lions pick too, because Paneso is just like that as well.
Boom. Every
Yeah.
line. Cade Mays. That's why he was the perfect line in the offseason because that's
Um,
literally what he does.
I
They're
would hate to
literally
be
a
in front
bunch
of his
of
face
bowling
then.
balls.
bowling balls, and what Dan
Yeah,
Campbell
they
is
just
just the
come
person
down
who
and
throws it.
they'll
Oh, that's right.
freaking blast you.
They will blast you.
Yeah, we'll move
But
on
yeah,
Um,
to the
we can
next
move
pick
on
though.
to Caleb Banks now.
yeah.
The Vikings, another one of the shockers of the draft, probably the second one. None of those other ones, all those other ones were kind of expected in a way. But Caleb Banks going in the first round, especially him being the first defensive tackle off the board, um, I was surprised. If you watched the last mock draft, I had the Vikings taking a defensive tackle, just not Caleb Banks. He's a huge guy. He's 6'6", like I don't know, 298 or something near 300 pounds. He's a big guy. He's obviously going to be a good run stopper coming in, and he has some pass rush tools. And if those can get developed, that is going to be scary because, like I was saying yesterday, Levi Drake Rodriguez was starting at
God damn. So
defensive
bright.
tackle. Would you? Is that us?
Yes.
No, Ted
Ted
hurt.
goes to us. I mean to
Or
y'all.
will Ted go?
Where will Ted go? But yeah, so I like this
Dang
pick
it,
of the
he found
Vikings.
out the lore I hated.
It yeah, it yeah. That's why we were saying it the whole time. Where would Ted go?
Well,
But
Ted
yeah,
goes to
so I give this a B
you.
minus just because of his injury that he had, a broken foot. We mentioned
Damn.
it. The big guys, any lower leg injuries, foot injuries are scary because you wonder if they're gonna recover because all the weight is getting put down there. So for that, I'm giving him a B minus. If he can get healthy and turn into a good player, this is a very good pick for the Vikings, but it is a B minus for me.
Um, yeah. Like DJ said in the previous mock draft before, whenever we're all as a group, that the Vikings really need a D tack. Um, yeah, I think they found their fork in the kitchen with this one. It's just the fact that I didn't know too much about Caleb Banks, except whenever DJ explained that he had a foot injury. So I just put it a solid B. They found their D tack in him, but it's just his injury. I look he should have given him a B minus, but it is what it is.
Hey, I forgot about Ruben Bain for the graphic, the Bobcast account. Make sure to go follow that.
Well, you
But
forgot about him?
a brother,
Dang.
a brother made a mistake.
Make sure
It's
I find
okay.
an
He'll
X
get.
for Bobby.
Hey, give me an X on that. Yeah, I basically thought of the same thing. Caleb Banks broke. I keep on saying Caleb Blanks. God, Caleb Banks broke his foot when he was at Florida. So I was like, yeah, B minus. Yeah, that seems right. I wasn't gonna give him a C. I wasn't gonna give him like a B plus. B minus seemed right, just alone off that. But he's a very physical defense attack. He's huge, so he does have those abilities. Just the injury concern kind of brings his grade down for me. So B minus.
All right, next, Ant, you're gonna go first on this one, but the Panthers did draft offensive tackle Monroe Freeland from Georgia.
UGA.
Yes,
Sorry,
bro, unlocked his
it's appropriate.
furry.
It is.
Anyways, yeah, I guess I'll speak first because the guys are Panthers fans. Yeah, the Monroe Freeling. Guess he's not really a freeling anymore, huh?
How are we feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Sorry. Um, but yeah, Freeling is a very big and physical guy.
He is big. He's a
Uh,
big guy. Big guy.
He's
very.
what?
He's
What's his height?
6'7".
No, he's really 6'8", Ant.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you give him like cleats or high heels.
Which is
Anyways,
what he's gonna be wearing on the.
If you give him high heels, he's 6'10".
Yeah.
oh,
Plus, the
sorry.
high heels are gonna sink into the ground.
That too.
Damn. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. Freeling, he's just the big dude. He's not the one that's versatile, right? One that can like
Oh,
switch
he's
between
fairly
guard and.
versatile.
He's
Oh,
not. He can't be a guard, no, but he can switch at either left or right tackle.
yeah. So I figured he can switch
Yeah, he
between
said
left
he
to right
played a
tackle.
lot of swing tackle early in his college career.
Swing. Anyways, okay.
Yeah, you did it. You did it.
You did that one. That's on you,
Um,
Anthony.
but yeah, I feel like he's gonna start. He's gonna sit there and start on the Panthers and replace Icky, Licky,
Who's
Leaky,
Leaky?
Ecom.
Icky,
Not Leaky Black.
Icky Masalam.
Ecom.
Who's
Asylum.
Ecom Asylum?
Equanu.
Equano
Equanu.
Ezador.
What?
Give me his
What?
last name in first, bro. You can't just give me first.
What?
Icky,
Icky?
Ika Mekwanu.
Eka Makwanu.
Then why'd you guys call him Icky? Are you guys
Because
That's his
that's what we
nickname. His
call him.
nickname is
That's
Icky.
his nickname is
His name's
Icky.
Icky.
ew? Anyways, yeah, I feel like it's gonna sit there and replace Iggy. So I feel like Iggy's on a chop block.
So,
Iggy, if you see this video, you need to lock in twin
and
before you
I
get
don't
your
think you need
job
to be talking about
stolen.
him like that.
Nah, don't talk about my
He being
offensive tackle like that,
If
bro.
I can, if I'm gonna sit there and fight a big buff dude from the Charlotte Hornets,
he is, and
Yeah, there's a
he does
fairly
have to
big
fight
buff
Sion
dude on the
James, by the
Hornets
way.
too.
He is fighting Sion James. If y'all want to see that, let us know.
Let's get in the boxing room with Sion James.
But yeah, Monroe. I'm, I like this pick. Obviously, a lot of the Panthers fans wanted Dylan Thieneman here. I was on that train as well, but I kept saying offensive line won't hurt. Like, like we keep mentioning, Ike Ekwonu, torn patellar tendon. Taylor Moton is probably going to retire in the next 2 years. Um,
Rasheed Walker's on
Rasheed
a 1 year
Walker's
deal.
on a 1 year deal, so and our offensive line is expensive, so we had to get young and cheap. And most people don't like it because he won't play a lot in his first year. That's what they're assuming, but who knows if he's good enough? Comes into camp and lights it up. Rasheed Walker is going to be our swing tackle instead of him.
Right. And there's
So
there's times where freaking Taylor Moton gets hurt too.
Taylor Moton
So
gets hurt a lot, yeah, and you know Rasheed Walker, I don't know how injury prone is he and stuff. But I have some tweets from the Panthers Twitter. I'm going to talk about those after we grade all the picks so we can get through for the people that are here for like other teams. But
mhm.
yeah, overall, I like this pick. I give it an A. I like how he can develop. He's only 21. He's young. Dave Canales said it himself. He hasn't even fully grown into his body yet. Yeah, I don't want to really talk much about him right now, but I really like this pick. And, I'm glad we finally addressed the trenches
Oh yeah, it's been since Icky that we addressed the offensive lineman side
through the
in the draft.
draft.
But
Yeah.
yeah, in the draft, yeah. But I do like this pick. At first, when the stream was happening, I was like, yeah, that feels pretty appropriate. But you know, over time, you start to get to know the person. You start to see what they're like and how they are as a person. And you like, yeah, that we like this person that we picked. So, yeah, a lot of Panthers fans didn't initially like it. Now that the draft has kind of passed, or the first day of the draft has kind of passed over, you kind of see how he's a likable guy. He wants to be a team player. He is a team player, and he could legit start if he just goes on a tear during training camp, and even in preseason he might get some run in there as well. So I'm really excited for his development, for sure, being behind Taylor Moton, Rasheed Walker, and Icky, just learning behind those guys, and even the vets like Rob Hunt and Damian Lewis could help him out there as well. So he's joining a really stacked offensive line in our team, the Panthers.
All right, next. This pick, one of those that I love as a journalist, but as a fan of just the NFL in general, y'all should hate this. This is scary. Obviously, the Eagles are going to be losing AJ Brown on or near June, but they ended up trading up with their divisional rival, the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know why you would do that, first of all. Um, and they selected Makai Lemon. He's a dog. He's gonna be good. There's not much I really got to say about him. I give it an A. I just love how the Eagles are. This is why the Eagles are good because look what they do. They trade up. They take guys. They take the best player available. They're not afraid of taking in the trenches like the Panthers did. But I really like this pick for the Eagles, and I give it an A.
Yeah. Oh no, no, it's ain't. It's ain't. My bad.
uh, yeah, Makai Lemon. I mean, you know, if we didn't get him, who was gonna get him? And yeah, the Eagles were able to get their greedy little claws on them. And yeah, especially losing AJ Brown and just having what Devonta Smith.
Devontae Smith,
Yeah, and
Hollywood
just
Brown.
I guess you know, Makai Lemon can sit there and be a cool little addition to their wide receiver core. As he said, he wasn't playing, so all them Eagles fans are probably happy that they've gotten a guy like Makai. So yeah, I've given them a straight up A plus. Well, I mean, yeah, A plus. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Once the Eagles got this, I'm like, oh yeah, they're cooking. They're cooking with this pick. Since AJ Brown is going to be gone, he's most likely going to be the wide receiver two, with Devonta Smith being the wide receiver one. But he brings more of a different style than Devonta Smith does, and he could be physical, catching the football. So I really do like this pick. I gave him an A, just off the sole fact that he's going to be day one starter, day one wide receiver. So. Um, yeah, I gave him an A here. He is a dog, by the way. But I, the attitude concerns. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like every football player kind of has an attitude with everybody. So yeah, he'll be fine in the league. He'll cook. But next we have the Steelers drafting Arizona State offensive tackle Max Ihanachor. My guy.
Yeah, I
I
like
like
this
this guy.
pick. He feels the need at right tackle, especially with Broderick Jones undergoing neck surgery that came out right after they drafted Max. So
Didn't
I
even
like
know
this
that.
pick. I give it a B plus. That's all I gotta say. The neck surgery is scary, and you probably have your franchise right tackle because neck injuries are no joke, and you need to take your time to heal.
Especially if it's a fusion neck surgery. That's worse. But Ant,
Sorry, I'm just seeing a bunch of random stuff about Ty Simpson. Anyways, the Steelers picking out Max Ihenachor. Sorry for the mega choke, but I can't pronounce names, especially his name was a hard name to pronounce. Um, yeah, I feel like they definitely filled up that. I feel like the diff. Sorry, I feel like the different. Sorry, I feel like they definitely prioritized the protection of Aaron Rodgers or whoever will be sitting back there. You know, maybe even me sitting back there. But yeah, I give this an A, solid A, not too much. Ooh.
Bah.
yeah, I give this a B plus. I think this has been a guy I've been following for the last couple of weeks. I do like this pick. I didn't know about the whole Broderick Jones. Is his name Broderick Jones? Jones?
Yeah,
Is that his name
Broderick
is
Jones.
Jones? Yeah, I didn't know about the neck surgery until DJ had announced it to us because my TV was super low, so I couldn't hear it. But I do like this pick. They get their tackle for the future, and he's really good. So yeah, I like this pick for the Steelers. Next up, this is where Akeem Mesidor pops up for the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off by saying I gave it a B. Most people are like, why take a defensive end when you have big needs at the offensive line position? If you look at it, they lost to Dafe Owe. Khalil Mack is 35, so I know Akeem Mesidor is 25, but that means he's ready now, and you can put him out there without worrying about his development and stuff. He's gonna come in ready day one. Probably won't start, but will definitely be a very nice rotational edge. And I like this a lot. I give the Chargers a B.
Yeah, I also give the Chargers a B, selecting Akeem Mesidor, as I think most of their edges are pretty old, no?
Just Khalil Mack and then Tuli's like 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be a nice little rotation between Tuli and him. I think it steadily, it I don't know how to word this correctly, but it smoothly upgrades their defensive line in a way. So yeah, give them a solid B.
I give him B plus here, just solely off the fact that he is ready to play for a somewhat ready now team. Yeah, you do have the concerns on the offensive line, but there's plenty of offensive linemen in this draft that could get drafted for the Chargers. That'll probably be something we discuss late. Well, that is something we'll discuss later probably, but yeah, I give him a B plus here. What? What?
Funny, funny.
All right, next,
What?
the
What?
Cowboys taking UCF edge rusher Malachi Lawrence. I like, this pick was interesting. I looked a little more into him. At first, I was like, who? Like, basically, when Bobby was making the graphics for the stream, I got spoiled of this pick, and I didn't know who he was. I said, Bobby, you're gonna have to find a player that you don't have a picture ready for. And he said, who? And he told me to send it to him. And he was like, who is this guy? but I looked into him a little bit. He can be good in this league. But I have it a B minus. And I said it in all of our mock drafts. There's always that one player that's not really a consensus first round pick that's gonna just slide into the first just because of team need and what a team values. So yeah, I'm just gonna give this a B minus. Like I said, I hope he ends up good in the league. It's just I don't know much of him myself.
Um, uh, yeah, I also give them a B. UCF must be very proud of him for going being a first rounder. I don't know the
I
probability
don't
of
get a lot of
US.
first rounders.
Yeah, well, that's good to know because I didn't know the probability of their UCF players coming out of the the college and being a first round player. But yeah, I think it's a solid B. Um, you know, them needing edge help would be a nice rotation between uh, Parsons and whoever is in
You
the
say Parsons?
Cowboys. Oh, my bad. My bad. Forgot Parsons isn't a
As
Cowboy
a
anymore.
Rocky,
Donovan Ezra and
Yikes.
Rashawn Gary.
Yikes. Wow. So
You're
yeah,
welcome.
thank you. Thank you for the update. Loki got lost in sauce
Oh, I guess I go next. I gave him B minus as well. Yeah, I unfortunately said, who is this guy? I didn't know who Malachi Lawrence was. I don't think anybody expected him to jump up this far into the first round, but he did. The Cowboys really like what he brings. They showed some clips during the broadcast. He does have a bend, which is pretty nice. Not a lot of edge rushers can do that, but I would definitely have to look a lot more into him, see what he brings to the table, and see what the Cowboys really value in him. So yeah, I gave them a B minus.
all right. Next, we're going to move on to pick 24. Casey Concepcion going to the Browns. I really like this pick. They fulfilled their goal of leaving this first round with a wide receiver and an offensive lineman. I gave this an A. I just really like what KC can do, and I really liked what they said on the broadcast as pro comp being Zay Flowers because Zay Flowers really thrived when Todd Monken was calling plays, and if he can get a little bit of that out of KC with what he already is going to come with, this this gonna be a match made in heaven, and Shador has a very nice weapon, so I like this, and I give it an A.
Um, ooh, sorry. I give it a solid A as well. I did like the Zay Flowers comparison. I feel like from looking through his highlights, he does give off very, Zay Flower vibes. And yeah, it would be a nice little addition for Cedar Sanders. Definitely on my watch list now for the Browns. I'm going to start watching more Browns games simply because of Concepcion.
Yeah, this is yeah. Honestly, I wanted to give it an A plus, but uh, for the Browns, they needed their wide receiver uh, to pair with Jerry Judy, I guess, but to also give Shador Sanders another weapon. And Casey Concepcion is a very good wide receiver, like I previously said before when I was mocking him for the Bills. Deep ball threat. He could do that very well. So I'm excited to see him play well in Cleveland. Why am I getting laughed at every time?
It's not you.
Every time.
It's not you.
It's not you, it's your alter ego.
Who is my
No,
alter ego?
You know.
you'll know.
You know.
That's not me. That's not me.
Solo mission, bro. Solo mission.
No,
Cypher, that's
you
not
gotta put a
me.
stop to that villain.
And why is it
Exactly.
suggested for me?
Because Cipher has to put a stop to it.
That's the worst. That's the worst
Cipher,
thing that could be.
put on your glasses and get over there.
Yeesh. I got them right here. Let me grab them. They're
Yes, sir,
they're
Cipher.
in here somewhere.
He is
No,
no
they're.
longer Bobby.
Oh
He's
my god.
Cypher.
Nah,
Yeah.
I can't grab
So
them.
for now on, guys, on this podcast, we're gonna start referring to him as Cipher, no longer Bobby.
Whenever he has the glasses on.
Stop.
If he has the
Not this
glasses
cold
off.
calling me something else other than my name. First y'all did it with Victor. Now y'all gonna do it with
I still call
Cypher.
you
Get
Victor
out
every
of
once in
here
a
with
while.
yeah, once in a while,
Yeah,
Your
not
yeah.
all
name
the
is Victor.
time.
Yeah, your
Y'all,
name's
if
My
you
Victor.
name
didn't
is
know,
not Victor.
Bobby has an
Oh,
alter ego
see,
called Victor.
now
He
it's
also has
Cyrus.
one named Cipher. So
Cypher. So.
um, he
You
prefers
guys
those other
kill
two
me.
more than Bobby. Also Bob.
Yeah.
I don't prefer them. I prefer you call my actual name. Call me by my actual name,
So
or
you
call me
guys call him
Robert or
Bob.
something.
Y'all can call him Bob.
No,
It's a shorter name than
nobody
Bob
else could call
himself.
Or
me by
Cypher.
other
Or
You
than
guys
y'all
Cypher.
and
comment Bob
myself.
B.A. The letters B.A. Comment that.
Or you guys can call him Cypher. Or Sign. Or Ferb.
You guys can also
Or
call Ant Torin.
Torn is stuff though.
Or you could call him Kevin as well. He
Yeah,
has that
Kevin.
alter ego.
Kevin is
He
stuff
wish
too.
he was
Kevin
named
is stuff.
Kevin.
He wish he was named Kevin.
Strictly off the minions, by the way.
But let's get into his next
Shout
pick,
out to Kevin.
Dylan Thieneman. We all have an A plus here. I wrote down A plus on my paper, but only wrote down A on the document. This is just a match made in heaven for the Bears. You know, they did lose Kevin Byard in the offseason, who was a
Byard.
very good cover safety, and now they get another very good cover safety in Dylan Thieneman, and it's just a perfect fit, and I like it a lot. You know, BPA at that spot, and BPA is a position that you need. So, congrats to the Bears, you get an A plus.
Yep. I also give the Bears an A plus. As DJ said, they lost a piece. Now they regained a piece, maybe even a better piece.
I took a picture.
I know you did. Have a good side.
Talk about Dylan the enemy, dude.
Anyways, I think Dylan the enemy would definitely, improve their defense, especially their secondary. So, yeah, I can't wait to see how he's gonna sit there and put a boom into their defense.
That was crazy. That was a crazy statement. But yeah, I gave the Bears a plus as well. Did. I was thinking they lost Kevin Byard, they lost Jaquan Brisker, so safety was kind of a position that was in need under the radar. Honestly, I don't know if a lot of Bears fans said that safety was a need, but they got their safety in Dylan Thieneman. Don't be surprised if they try and go get another one later on in the draft or just a free agent that's available. So I like this pick for them. He should do great things in Chicago. Giving him an A plus.
Our next pick, 26. I'm just gonna start off by saying this is a C plus for me. I did not know much from Kalen Rutledge. Can he be good? Can he be a guard for the Texans? Yeah. Will he? I don't know because I don't know much of him. When they select him, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so I don't know much of him. I'll learn more about him for future references. Probably when we're talking about the whole team's draft, I'll try and learn more about Keelan Rutledge since he's their first round pick. But for now, it's a C plus.
Uh, right now, I just really give it a C minus. Um, I actually don't know why I gave them a C minus. I meant to give them a C, a solid C. But yeah, I like the fact that they decided to go and prioritize the protection of
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. Holy, brain is fried. But yeah, I don't know too much about Kalen Root, Rooted,
Rutledge.
Rutledge. Yeah, Rutledge.
Yeah, I gave it a C as well. Same reaction as DJ. I was like, oh, that's a pick. That is definitely a pick that was made. Um,
And they traded up for him.
that's the crazy part.
Was it
They
worth it though?
traded up from 28 to 26 to get him.
What just happened? It didn't stop the recording, but my screen just went black for a good like 5 seconds.
Uh,
I thought the recording was gonna
so
stop, so I was like, that's why I stopped talking.
I'm telling. This is the most OBS has been ran by you in a minute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's
Maybe we
trying
need to
to.
do more like this. So
It's
you guys can get
panicking right
used
now,
to
but
it.
Whatever settings I had on for the stream were good because the stream didn't have lost frames. I remember the first stream day one last year had like 5,000 lost frames. Yeah, this one had
Crazy.
zero, so it got better, y'all.
We improving.
we improving. But
A
yeah,
year later,
no
Yeah.
comment on Tate.
yeah,
Jalen
I
Rutledge.
I don't got much. All right, next the Dolphins trading back up to get Chris
I give
Johnson,
it
a
to
cornerback from San Diego State. I gave
State.
this a B. He's he could be good. He's gonna be a good player for the Dolphins. He's not the corner I expected them to take if they were gonna take a corner here, but I really like this. Jeff Halfley, I guess he really sees something in Chris Johnson that he, wants to develop and wants him on his defense. So I like this pick for the Dolphins. Like I said, I give it a B.
Uh, yeah. I also give it a solid B too. It was kind of strange. I didn't know that much about Chris Johnson.
Even
I
though
did
Did
Ant
you have
had
him
start
him in
going
the
him.
in the first
first
round, bro?
to the Dolphins, by the way, everyone.
I'm
Ant
saying.
had him in the first to the Dolphins.
So we got it right. Oh my, I hate this guy.
Well,
Well, had
that
it was a
was
HAD. He didn't
well,
have it when the
well
Monsters won.
that
Oh,
was strictly because I was running out of people to give to teams. So started getting to the nitty gritty, and I just had to.
Caitlin Rutledge.
I don't know who Caleb Rutledge is. He didn't sound so good. So just off like reading his name, I didn't even read his description, but I actually read some of Chris Johnson's. You good? It's like you just got sucked. I mean, you just got sucked in the stomach. Anyways, um, but yeah, I feel like Chris Jones, Chris, what? Oh my God, Chris Johnson is definitely an underdog, definitely a project player. So, um, yeah, I definitely see the Dolphins coach definitely picking an underdog in him, and I think he sees some worth in him. So, I definitely gave it a solid just B right there.
yeah, I gave it a B plus. I kind of started hearing his name come up in a lot of draft boards. Did I expect him to get drafted in the first round? No, I didn't honestly. But getting him here at 27, it was a need for the Dolphins to get a corner. I thought they were going to take Avion Terrell. Colton Hood was sliding down as well. And I thought a team like the Dolphins were going to take a guy like Jermon McCoy, but Chris Johnson had a really solid season at his last season at San Diego State. So they probably see a lot of value in him and see what he could bring on the field. Definitely going to have to do a lot more research on him, but I do like this pickup for them solely off of positional need.
All right, and next at 28, the Patriots did trade up with the Bills. The Bills completely traded, or they traded back to 30, and the Bills traded back again. The Bills traded back 3 or 4 times, but the Patriots did select Caleb Lomu, which to me seems like Will Campbell will be officially a left guard next year, which I like. Solidifying that left side and Drake May's blind spot. So I give it a B plus. I like it. You can also move Caleb Lomu to both tackles. He's not as versatile as Spencer for now, but he still has his versatility.
Yeah, I just give them a solid B. I think I like the fact that they really prioritize the fact that they want to protect Drake May and give Will Campbell an actual, put him in his actual spot at guard instead of playing being a tackle. And yeah, I also like the fact that Caleb Lomu he's not as versatile as DJ said with oh my God
But
with Fanal, but I feel like he's a little better though with his feet. But yeah,
yeah, I gave the Patriots an A minus just um, stacking up that offensive line. I know they have Morgan. They have Morgan Moses, right? Or is he on the Jets? He used to be on the
Morgan
Jets.
Moses is on the Patriots right tackle.
Okay, yeah, and he's kind of getting older, so maybe that there might be a world where they just keep Will Campbell at left tackle and have Lomu at right. But if the plan is to move Will Campbell to left guard, then Lomu is the correct pick here. So I do like this pickup for them, and he should be really good for the Patriots.
All right, and that brings up pick 28, the Chiefs drafting Peter Woods. I really like this a lot. Um, Peter Woods learning under Chris Jones and then taking over the reins when Chris Jones retires is going to be scary for that defense, along with the man coverage of Mansour Delane and whatever else the Chiefs do. So that's going to allow more time for Peter Woods to get to the quarterback. So I really like this pick. I give it an A plus plus. Um, I really like this.
And A
yeah, we
plus
could
plus plus
tell
plus plus
you
plus plus
like
plus.
to pick a lot. You gave it like five
Bro,
pluses.
because he was a before this year started, he was supposed to be a top 5 pick, but Clemson had a bad year, and all of a sudden, uh, all their players take a hit.
That's literally
Wow.
what happened.
Um, but yeah, don't know too much about Peter Woods, but if DJ really likes this pick, I guess I'll also sit there and back it
Hell
up.
no!
What happened?
What you sent me?
Oh, I forgot it's on fire.
DJ being DJ. Yeah. I don't know too much about Peter Woods. Definitely have to look more into him. But if DJ likes to pick, gives him like five extra pluses, I also like to
Was
pick two.
supposed to be a Panther.
Now he's not.
Now he's a Chief.
Yeah,
At least
I
he's
gave
not
him
in the
the Chiefs.
NFC. So
Yeah, he could stay away. These last couple picks, actually, these last like 7 picks,
all of
not
them.
except for the Seahawks, all of them AFC players now. So
Mm-mm-mm.
we don't care about Kenny Rutledge though. But yeah, Peter Woods here at 29 to the Chiefs. Demon Titan right here for the Chiefs. Uh, he could he could fill in when Chris Jones eventually retires, or just leaves
And
for
he
some
could
reason.
fit right next to him too, right
Yeah,
away.
so
So it's just
that's
crazy.
scary hours. God, who let the Chiefs
And they
cook
didn't have to
like that?
trade up to get him. That was just their pick at 29.
He just fell right to them.
All right, let's get
But yeah,
to 30. Another A plus for me. I really like the Jets coming up and getting Omar Cooper. Although it didn't look like he wanted to be there.
Sorry.
Guys, if you didn't watch it, it was a little funny because it seemed like he didn't want to be there. He probably, is gonna love to be in there,
he
but
was probably in shock.
yeah, it was just like the emotions. That's what always happens. Sometimes guys don't show any. Sometimes guys are sobbing like Jordan Tyson did. But yeah, I really like this for the Jets. I have them getting him at 16, so getting him at 30 is 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Obviously, they had to trade back in with their own divisional rival, the Bills. Stop trading with your divisional rivals. Win will teams learn.
Can we make that an unwritten rule,
Like it,
please?
like if you're trading in division, there like the divisional tax needs to be real. Like I need a second round pick if you're moving up.
Exactly.
So yeah, I really like this A plus. Omar Cooper Jr. is going to be good for Geno Smith and whoever the Jets quarterback of the future is.
Yeah. Um, I definitely like OCJ going to the Jets. I look, he feel bad. I don't know if he actually didn't like being there, or if he just didn't like going to the team. But I feel like he's gonna like the environment going to the Jets. I know he's not gonna like losing as much, but he's definitely gonna like the environment going with Sadiq. And yeah, give them an A plus right there.
Yeah, I give a plus to the Jets as well. Just having another weapon, like I alluded to earlier about Kenan Sadiq, that was the other weapon we were talking about
Actually, I
with
feel bad
Omar
for
Cooper.
him.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to play on that turf.
Not the turf. He is the worst offensive coordinator ever.
Frank Reich, yeah, we
Frank
know about
Reich.
that.
That's so
Yeah, and
bad.
he
Oh,
don't know
okay.
how to
No,
use his.
he's getting like 4 yards a game.
Sorry, Omar, but get ready to learn Frank Reich. Still A plus though. They made a good pick. They made a good pick. I don't know
Yeah,
about
it's
the
I think
coaching
just
it's
staff
just
though.
it's
just
just the
the
coaching staff
coaches.
that can change things.
Ruin it, ruin it, ruining
All
it.
right, let's get to pick 31. The Titans traded back in for Keldrick Falk, defensive end from Auburn. He's another one of those tall edge rushers. He's going to come in being a very good run stopper. The pass rush needs a lot of work. And I seen a tweet that someone posted. They were like, "It's funny how the Titans, their best pass rushers are their interior guys." And John Franklin
Yes.
Myers and Jeffrey Simmons, Oluwafemi and Keldrick Falk are both run stoppers. So it's like it's funny, and if both of them can develop their pass rush skills, the the Titans D line is gonna be good. But um, uh, this one I'll mention since we're talking about the Titans here because I don't think we'll mention them again. I don't know how real this was, but a little bit after he got drafted, because it literally shows him on the screen. Let me find it. Keldrick Falk says he doesn't know much about the Titans or the NFL in general, and it's
Wait,
showing
wait,
him
wait,
on
wait,
his Zoom meeting.
wait. He doesn't know about the National Football League.
Bro, you entered the draft to go to the National Football
Did he
League.
think he was going to the military?
He said a
Oh yeah, let's
draft.
enter the draft. The
Yeah.
military draft that ain't
Also
even till
said he did
December.
not have much interaction with Tennessee pre-draft.
Oh, that's kind of
So I
bad
think
on
it's
their part.
Tennessee just didn't expect him to be there, and then I guess when he was there, they just had to move up and get him. But I gave it a B. But just hearing those, if that's true, that's a little weird. Like,
I might have
what
to bring the
league?
grade
What league
down.
were you going in? Like
The NBA,
what?
the NHL, the National Hockey League.
Air
Oh
Force.
my, Air Force. Maybe he should have went. See, that's what happens when you go to Auburn. Look at Charles Barkley.
Wow.
Sorry, he called him
Crazy,
mad straight.
crazy straight. Um,
Mad straight.
but I feel like what isn't there like a basketball player that did that too? Like he just joined the basketball league, but like he's like really dumb, doesn't know much about basketball. I could have swore I heard a
There's a
player like
lot of
that.
There's a
guys
lot
like
of
that.
guys like that.
I just never heard it
What's
like
your grade?
as a story. But yeah, my grade is a B minus. Don't know too much about Kendrick Folk. I
Okay.
just know that he's
Culture.
Keldrick Folk. My bad, Keldrick Folk. I
Okay.
just know that he's a big dude. He's a run stopper, really physical, good choppy feet, physical hands. Actually, I might know about Kendrick Folk.
Yeah, no, I don't
Keldrick
know him,
Folk.
and it describes his whole play style.
Yo, I love this guy, man.
I
He's
don't know
so
Kendrick
funny.
Funk, but
He's
he
so
does
funny.
this, and
A
this.
little bit of this, a little
Like,
bit of that. All right, Bobby.
This guy's so funny. I hate this guy. Oh
comment, I hate
my.
Ant. No, none in the comments.
No, don't no, don't start the ant hate, bro.
Comment hate and X.
Hate
Hashtag
and
Ant hate.
eggs.
Hashtag Ant hate. Stop the
No
hate.
one is starting that, bro.
Start the ant hate.
No. Start the
Oh
bot
my.
hate.
But yeah, we need to get rid of Ba.
We don't.
No, we need
But
to hate you, not the word bot.
What you got
Bot's
a lot
about
of
better.
people
Keldrick,
hate.
Bobby?
I gave him a B plus. I do like his very very tall frame. Um, I thought he was gonna go to the Cowboys. Hey, and you can't laugh. You say you like big men,
It's
so
just, it's just, you're saying like,
he
you
has a
like his
tall
very
frame.
tall
He's
frame.
6'6" at a defensive end. You know how crazy that sounds?
That's like saying like you like a hot dog because it's long.
That's a bad comparison, but
That is like a near close comparison, actually.
whatever, bro. B plus. Um, the Titans get some upside here with Keldrick Folk. Like Ant allegedly said, and how he doesn't know anything about Keldrick Folk. He's
I
physical with his
actually don't.
hands. Yes, you do. You just described him, but he is very
That was AI.
physical defensive end, and I do like this pickup for them. Uh, yeah, B plus.
All right, let's get to our last
Seahawks
pick,
last
who
pick.
is the Seahawks taking Jadarian Price. They did end up doing it. I gave it a B. This pick was also pretty much expected once we got a little bit closer to the draft. I like it, and he's gonna have a nice one-two punch with.
Bitch.
Yeah. So I give it a B though.
Yeah, I also gave it a
Maybe
solid
that's what the
B.
B stands for me.
Okay, but yeah, I also gave him a solid B. I think, yeah, he's just a little replacement for K Walk. You know, as K Walk has walked away.
Ow.
Get it? K Walk walked away, but now they still have Zach Charbonnet. So yeah, little 1-2, 1-2 punch right there. So yeah,
One-two uppercut.
I
Yeah,
don't know what the uppercut is, but
I gave him B as well. It was
You
kind
didn't
of
put
a
an
found
uppercut?
found the fork in the kitchen. The kitchen found the fork, or the
no,
fork
no,
found
the uppercut.
the kitchen. Whatever. Um, yeah, it was kind of expected. They kind of needed another running back. I don't. Who was our next? Who was their next running back? He played a little bit in
Georgia
the
line.
playoffs. That guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, but
virtual line
Darian
stuff.
Price, he should be good next to Zach Charbonnet when he is healthy. So yeah, that wraps up the
That
first
wraps up
round
us
grades.
grading the picks. If you agree with the picks we gave, let us know. If you don't, let us know. But
If
now
you
we're
agree,
going to
give
get
us A plus.
into
If you don't agree,
um,
give us an
some of
F.
our day one takeaways. We're gonna give you guys our all separate favorite pick, our best value pick. So more of like the steal of the first round, our worst or like least favorite, and a couple of teams who won day one. So who's you guys' favorite pick? Mine is Peter Woods. If you couldn't tell, I just really like the value that they got at 29. And yeah, he was supposed to be top 15 pick, and then just because Clemson has a bad year, he falls off.
I guess I would say mine. Me and Bobby, I guess, had the same pick. I picked Jordan
Really?
Tyson. Jordan Tyson with the Saints. Especially since I think he'll go over there and he'll dominate, being wide receiver one probably. You know, of him also being a very big bodied wide receiver too. That's another thing I like. You know, I like Bobby said, like I like my big guys.
Yeah, for Jordan Tyson, the only reason why I picked it because I was right from the start.
Oh,
So obviously,
last one.
I didn't go I didn't keep him there for long, but just to even think that I was right for that pick. But he's a good wide receiver. I've seen what he could do just watching his film and even his private workout. DJ has a stiff neck, but um, yeah, I do like this pick for Jordan Tyson and the
Random
Saints.
stray.
You do not see this guy compacted.
I'm popping my neck. All right,
Yeah, he's
next we're
not
I
gonna
did.
get
stiffing
into your
his neck.
best value pick. Mine is Ruben Bain going to the Buccaneers at 15. I really like just where they got him. Like I said while we were grading the picks, they were most likely gonna take Akeem Mesidor there. Obviously the older prospect, the more ready now prospect, but getting Ruben Bain at 15, I really just like that for them.
Um,
He didn't write him down.
huh? Anyways, my best value pick, I think, or in my opinion, would be the Browns taking Spencer Fana. For now. Oh my god, I feel like I said that wrong. But yeah, I just like him because he's very versatile. If any of the guards or other tackles get injured, he's able to just slide in there. Even the center, I know he's only taken a few reps at the combine, but I feel like with the right coaching, he would be able to do center as well. So yeah, I feel like that's the biggest steal for the draft.
Yeah, for my best value pick slash steal pick, I gave this honor to Makai Lemon and the Eagles. I feel like just getting him at 20 when he was supposed to go much earlier is a really good selection, and it's gonna fill the void of when AJ Brown does get traded. He'll be the wide receiver number two. Maybe he could even be the wide receiver number one in the future. So I really do like this pick for the Eagles and getting Makai Lemon at the spot they did. And yeah,
All right,
oh
and
my god.
next we're going to go on our worst pick. I'm pretty sure all of us have the same one, and it's Galen Rutledge. I just, like I said, don't know much about the guy. I'll learn more about him, but for me, he's the most questionable. I'm not gonna say worst, the most questionable pick. We'll say,
Very
Yeah,
questionable, to say
very
the least.
unknown actually,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because I didn't hear
I didn't.
much
cause he
about
just
him,
kind of came out of the
especially
blue.
going into the
Yeah.
first round.
So
But
yeah,
the Texans know something that we don't. So
apparently.
And last is going to be some winners of day one. I'll just say mine. Mine are the Chiefs. I really like them because of the move up for Mansour and then just getting Peter Woods at where they got him. I have the Commanders as well, just for staying put and getting Sonny Styles falls right into your lap. I have the Browns for moving back to 9, and they still got the guy they wanted the whole time, along with Casey Concepcion at 24. And then I have the Jets, just the offensive playmakers they got in Omar Cooper Jr. and Kenyon Sadiq, along with getting a ready now player in David Bailey, who's probably gonna take over that defense and lead them in sacks very early. So those are my 4 teams that I have that one day one.
Uh, but let me just get a refresher of who the Titans picked, cause I picked the Titans, but I
Titans
low key forgot
picked
who they
Keldrick
they
picked.
picked
Falk
Cardinals,
and Cardinal Tate.
Cardinals take,
Wow. So
and Titans was one of my teams as well.
yeah,
Just
I picked the Titans, the Browns, and the Chiefs and the Jets. Those four teams, I feel like they are definitely all won. The Titans and the Jets, they definitely won because they definitely used their picks correctly. There was no real waste of a pick for them. Yeah, literally BPA. Browns, they also got their star guard in Maui Noah and their uh, wide receiver in who? Forgot. I almost said
wait,
OCJ. He didn't go
The
to the
Browns,
Browns.
KC.
Yeah,
KC
KC
Concepcion.
Concepcion. And the Jets too with the picking up Sadiq and OCJ, as well as
David
Monster
Bailey.
David Oh my gosh, so many names. David Bailey. So yeah,
Yeah, just wait for when the whole draft is over and
Oh, brother,
the Steelers that have 13 picks.
15 picks
gosh,
for some odd reason.
Patriots have 8
But yeah,
picks on day 3.
I
it's
literally have to
ridiculous.
just start noting all these down, bro.
But yeah, I picked basically the same teams. I picked the Chiefs, Jets, and Titans. The Jets, of course, they made some really good picks. They didn't even waste any of them, and I feel like they got them at a great value at the spot they did. The Chiefs also made a big splash getting Mansour Delane, who was definitely one of my favorite prospects. I like all the corners. I just realized that. But and then Peter Woods just falling to your hands. That's gonna be dangerous there. And then the Titans getting their wide receiver number one and getting Keldrick Folk at the spot they did. I think even the teams that I didn't mention, the teams that you guys mentioned, the Browns and even Commanders getting. Dang, you really do look like Makai Lemon. That's crazy.
Yeah, I
But
need to shoot a
I'm
stick.
gonna
Shoot
I'm
it.
clipping. Yep, I'm clipping that. But yeah, those were my three teams that I picked. But I do agree with like
So you
the
can be the lemon
Browns.
face.
So
Yeah, of course they can. All right, next we're going to get into the best prospects available going into day two. We're going to look more of the guys that were projected first rounders, maybe a couple of them that were like early seconds that are still there. Starting off with Tennessee corner Jamon McCoy. Obviously, his injury concerns. He's going to go from anywhere from I think mid to late second. I think he goes in the second. It's just those medicals. If he really is going to miss his rookie year, it's going to have to be a team that's willing to you know be willing to know that he's going to miss his rookie years. So, there's also Washington wide receiver Denzel Boston. 6'4". He has strong hands. He's not the fastest. He should go very early in the second, maybe even the first pick of the second round to the 49ers.
Right.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren also fell. There was talks once we got closer to the draft that they were basically saying he's gonna fall out the first round, and it ended up happening. So not surprising, but another guy that should go early second. Colton Hood as well. He's
oh, I was so sad about that.
Yeah,
But
no,
if he falls,
and he went
yeah,
to the green room. I think that's what made me sadder about it because he was at the green room. I wonder if he's gonna stay. Some guys do, but some guys,
sometimes
get in
don't.
their head and then they're like, "Nah, I'm not staying." I didn't get drafted in the first round, and y'all invited me here, so we'll see
I
about
feel that
that.
though. Yeah.
And
It
who's
happens
next?
to the best.
Who's next? Let me
Yeah,
see.
who's after Colton Hood?
Uh, oops, wrong person, wrong page. Go on ahead. Oh, I hate you. I hate you. This is a layup. This is a setup. This is this is tomfoolery. We have Clemson's finest, the cornerback in Avion Terrell. Yes.
Yeah, everyone's
Well,
problem is really only he's small. If he was even 2 inches
Come
taller,
on.
he was a top 15 pick. So that's all I
Definitely.
really got to say about Avion. He's just
He's
small.
only like what 5'11", 5'10".
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
we'll,
5'11".
we'll, we'll go through this list a lot quicker. There's linebacker, Texas linebacker Anthony Hill. He should go early second. Chase Basantis, I'm expecting him to go to probably the Bills in that early pick. Manuel Pregnon, he probably didn't go in the first because he's 25 years old, but he's going to go to
Damn.
a team that he's going to slide right in and be a starter because you're not drafting him to be depth. Caden McDonald from Ohio State as well, big nose tackle. Texas Tech defensive tackle Lee Hunter, also another big nose tackle. Georgia defensive tackle Christian Miller, another nose tackle. We got some. It's a nice draft to
Got
need
some big
a
boys.
nose tackle. We got Texas Tech linebacker Jacob Rodriguez. He's very smart. I expect him to go anywhere from in the second round. I don't know what his range is. It just depends on where teams value an undersized linebacker. Um, Zion Young, defensive end from Missouri, as well as there. We got Clemson defensive end T.J. Parker, Texas A&M defensive end Cassius Howe, Alabama wide receiver Jeremy Bernard, Oklahoma defensive end R. Mason Thomas, who was projected to go in the second, but he got some hype as could have been like a pick 31 to the Patriots type of deal. Arizona safety Traden Stukes and Indiana corner D'Angelo Pons are also there.
So I've been saying his
You
name
say
is
T.J. Parker as
Pounds,
well.
I did say
but
TJ
his
Parker.
name is Pawns.
There's a
And
there's a isn't there a D'Angelo Pounds?
yeah, there's Pounds
No.
as well.
Oh,
Pounds
okay.
is the
Yeah.
offensive tackle.
So I'm not crazy.
No, you're not
And
crazy.
next, what we're going to do, so the Panthers have picked 51 and 83, and the Rams have picked 61 and 93 on day two. Obviously, that is before trades. So what we did, we went and got three players that we think can be around that pick, or at least three. And we just got some reasonings why we would like that pick for our teams. I'm going to start us off with my first one. We'll just go 1-1-1-1-1-1. We'll do it like that. I have us started off with Arizona defensive back Traden Stukes, who I mentioned. He got some hype as could have been one of those late first round guys. He is 25, so he is on the older side, but he's versatile. He can play the nickel, he could play safety, and he could be a leader right away. So I would really just like him. And in Tedderola's recent interview at OTAs, he talked about trading Stukes and was basically saying that how he would love if we drafted him. So I'm gonna believe Tedderola here and draft trading Stukes.
Actually, is it me or at least about me?
It's you.
It's you.
All right.
Pick 61.
All right. So pick 61. For all these three picks that I think we go for pick 61. I think we trade up for all these picks. My first pick, I have us picking linebacker Anthony Hill. I think he'll be a nice little addition to the Rams front seven, as he is very physical, quick, and lengthy. He's also pretty smart. I've watched some of his film. He is able to quickly diagnose what type of play it is, if it's run or pass. You know, he does also have a wide variety of different type of techniques. Whenever he uses on offensive linemen, he's able to also like double shred, um, double blocking. There's a bunch I haven't put on the paper, but I'll add to it. Yeah, he's also really big. He's 6'2", 238 pounds. I feel like his with his skill set and wits, he'll definitely bring a nice little. He'll definitely bring differentness to the linebacker room for us. So yeah.
Yeah, for me, I picked 51. My first guy that I would like
I
us
would love this
to
pick.
at
I'm
least
just gonna
look
say
at.
that.
You like this pick?
I would love this pick.
I love this pick. Chris Brazzell the second. For my notes right here, I think he would be a pretty good fit with his athleticism, but his versatility also playing in the slot, matching up against smaller corners. But bro's 6'4", so maybe he can match up against any corner. But maybe
Huge.
after some frustration on passing up Makai Lemon, maybe picking a guy up like Chris Brazzell could probably make Panthers fans happy or whatever. But if we did pick him and he was available, I would absolutely love this pick. Even when we were doing the sleeper prospects, and I don't know if I had him or DJ
One of
had
us
him
had him.
or Ant had him. One of us had him, but the stuff that
It
I
was,
was listening
it
to, I
was me.
really
Yeah,
was
I remember.
intrigued.
I had Chris Bradley.
Yeah, because didn't I do the 400
Yes,
like
400.
yard
Yeah,
something?
a sub
Yeah,
400 yard dash.
up,
Yeah,
yeah, man, it was crazy. It was
yeah.
ridiculous, but
If you ran that, he's the fastest man alive, y'all. Just want to say
he's
that.
literally the speed of light. But um, yeah, I love this pick. Plus, we met up with him on a top 30 visit, so maybe there's some consideration there. So if he falls to 51, I'd be very happy with this pickup.
With Bobby mentioning us meeting with guys, we did meet with this next guy, safety AJ Halsey from LSU. Typically, the Panthers will draft guys they met with. I'm just gonna say that now. But he feels a big need for this defense. If you couldn't tell, I went for two safeties in a row. He's never afraid to lay a hit. Plus, he can also drop back in coverage. He has very high instincts. He can start at free safety. You can slide him in the box. You could do many things with AJ Halsey, and I just like his versatility on the defensive side of the ball. And I feel like we need a safety that that can do that. Because I like Trevon Merrick, but he's not the best in coverage. And if we can have AJ Halsey back there, I would love that.
All right. So then that leads me. Uh, yeah. So like I said before, we're really deep in the draft in round two, being pick 61, and it's starting at pick 33, meaning there's 30 picks ahead of us. So
Yep.
probably these three guys, probably these three guys will never touch or even see our team. But yeah, if we don't get Hill, I wouldn't mind getting a guy such as forgot his didn't even type his full name,
Just Bell.
Brother,
I read it. Just Bell. That's all he
just Bell.
wrote.
But
That's
yes,
Bell.
he's
just Bell,
um
Skyler Bell.
Skyler Bell from UConn. Yes, he reminds me a lot of like a smaller version of Buka. He is really versatile. You can put him as wideout or in slot. He also has really reliable hands, good separation. He's a really suave. I don't think I said savvy. He's a very savvy
Suave.
Oh,
suave. Oh
I was
my,
about to sing. My
he's a very
bad.
savvy route runner.
And he put it here, and he still says Suave.
Yeah, he put
I
savvy.
don't
He
know
said
why.
suave.
And he's also not afraid to jump up for those 50-50 balls. Um, and he also has a nice little yak ability. I did watch some of his film. Oh my gosh, forgetting words here. Um, yeah, I feel like he'll be. Well, I already said what I typed out here, but I feel like he'll be another, another Puka in a way, being very physical and very versatile, and yeah, will be a nice little addition to our wide receiver room.
Yeah, for my second guy. I picked Jake Golday out of Cincinnati. He's a linebacker now. I did cover. I think I did cover. I covered him during the sleeper prospects. A lot of these guys I covered during the sleeper prospects episode, and I felt I kind of was intrigued by some of these guys. And Jake Golday was one of them. I know he's kind of a Devin Lloyd mirror when it comes to his size and his ability to be a
Hmm.
coverage linebacker, but he also has like defensive end ability, using his hands to even climb down into the line of scrimmage and get past the offensive line, and probably make some tackles in the backfield for tackles for loss. He'd probably end up being a depth piece if we took him here at 51, but honestly, what Dave Canales said during today's press conference when he was talking about Monroe Freeling, everybody gets to compete for a spot. It doesn't matter if you're a 10-year vet or a rookie. Everybody gets a chance to compete, and he could honestly earn a starting spot if we picked him with a linebacker core like ours that really doesn't have any good depth. So I think this would be a really good pick for us with Jake Golday.
All right, that'll bring up my last, my second to last pick of the second round. I have Eli Stowers, tight end from Vanderbilt. He is described as a wide receiver in a tight end's body. Our tight end room isn't the best, and we can really use an upgrade. I don't know how much they want to upgrade, if they want to go with a later round prospect or if Eli Stowers is there and they take him. But he brings near the same level of athleticity. Oh, I'm so tired. That Kenyon Sadiq would have brought. And the versatility as well. Being able to move him inside and out, putting him at slot. Kenyon Sadiq, they're pretty much near the same. It's just Kenyon Sadiq went earlier because he's more athletic, and Eli would transform that tight end room and would give Bryce a nice connector at tight end, maybe even a safe, like our new third down reliable threat that we had in Adam Thielen. And I would really just like the pick at with Eli Stowers.
All right. I just realized for the third guy, I put a description of why I would want him, but I didn't put his name. uh, his name is Makai Fields. Makai
Look,
Fields?
Malachi.
Malachi Fields. I think I spelled Makai. But anyways, yes, he is a very big-bodied wide receiver. I think he comes in at like 6'5", 203 pounds.
Bro's a
Here
giant.
I've watched his his film. What the what? I'm
What
lagging.
just
I'm literally
happened?
lagging. I'm
His
lagging in real
chest
life.
started caving in.
Anyways,
Oh,
um, I don't know. Call me Tony
that's
Stark. The
weird.
way I'm gonna need a chess piece. Anyways,
Definitely getting Benucci.
um, yeah, he reminds me of DK Metcalf. I think he's only like an inch taller than DK Metcalf, but I feel like also DK Metcalf's a little more athletic. He's really slow whenever running towards the ball, but he's not. He's willing to throw his body up and catch the ball. Most of the passes that he caught were behind the wherever this area is, behind your
Over the
Over the
shoulder,
shoulder,
shoulder.
over the
over the
shoulder.
shoulder. Oh,
Yeah,
those are
so
some of the
Those are
toughest
those.
catches.
Yeah.
yeah, and plus he's not his yak ability. Him being 6'5", 200 some pounds, he's big dude. So of course it's hard to be. It's gonna be hard to take him down. Oh my gosh, I just would like to see a big body wide receiver like him on the Rams team, as we've never really gotten a big physical guy like him. So will be a nice little interesting piece, third piece to our wide receiver core. And yeah,
All right. Well, this is another guy that came from the sleeper prospects. I picked Brandon Cisse out of South Carolina. I covered him during that
I just
time, and
realized, yeah, I have two guys from the sleeper prospects in Eli
telling
Stowers, and had Eli, and
you,
I had AJ Halsey.
yeah. So it's very similar. Like some of these
See,
guys,
it's those guys that we started looking at. It's because I started watching.
yeah. But
he's clearly
Brandon
taller than that.
Cisse,
I feel.
like I said previously in that video, he offers a run stopping ability that not a lot of corners have to do at that position. I did put in my notes here. The Panthers probably wouldn't prioritize him in the second or third, especially if he's more like of a run, like he can stop the run more. But he's a cornerback, so he's gonna have to do some coverage as well. But I don't think they'll probably be looking his way, but I mean they're looking at a Jalen Kilgore as well. So uh, yeah,
It's not crazy.
it wouldn't be crazy if they also look at Cisse as well. But uh, so whoever drafts him, they're gonna get a really decent corner that gets physical with wide receivers and can be a hard hitter.
Yeah, and before we move on to pick 83, me and Bobby added Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker from
Yeah.
Texas Tech, as an honorable mention. He has been the consensus and linked to us heavily because we are showing heavy interest in him, and he would have to be someone we would move up for. The only reason we put him as honorable mention, like I said, is because he's a consensus. I would love Jacob Rodriguez. He's a smart player. His only problem is he's undersized as a linebacker. But yeah, if we were able to trade up for him, you know, I wouldn't hate it. Just depends on what we give up. But yeah, we've talked about Jacob Rodriguez a lot, so I don't need to keep yapping about him. Y'all hear the yaps about these prospects as they go in the draft stream in 3.5 hours.
I like how you keep mentioning that. But
Yeah,
was that
Wait,
Ant's
do
last
I
person?
start?
that was Ant's last guy, so I'm
Do I
gonna
start?
go for pick 83.
Okay, cool.
All right, my
Okay.
pick 83, I have the Panthers looking at Missouri defensive tackle Chris McClellan. Panthers are very known to be high on him. He fits exactly what the Panthers want in a defensive tackle. He's not a nose tackle, but where he provides the a difference is he has the size, the length, but he's quick off the line, something not a lot of our defensive tackles have on the team. He's quick off the line, which means he can get up before the tackles are even there. So if we draft him in the third round, I would really like that. Plus, we had him on a private visit as well, along with the top 30 visit. So there's serious interest for him.
All right. So that leads back to me with the Rams at pick 93. Well, it's like literally 10 picks away from them. It's insane.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're ever gonna touch this guy because I feel like some team's gonna want this guy. But he's an offensive tackle, Gennings Dunker. Uh, I don't know where he came from, but or actually, let me scroll up so I don't look dumb. Uh, yeah, he comes from Iowa. My bad. I should have said that first before even saying his reasoning. Where is it at? I lost my train of reading.
Okay.
I'm in Bobby's. Oh my god.
Not even mine.
I don't know. Anyways, I think we go ahead and move up, rotate up from 90, 98, 93, and I think we trade up and we get a big guy like him. He comes in at a whopping 6 foot and 9.5 inches. I don't
Six
know who.
nine.
He's what? Wait,
Yo, who put
Man,
who
he's
put
not 6'9".
is he not?
He can't be. He's 6'5".
Yo,
I
I don't know
didn't
who.
I didn't
I didn't
alter that.
touch that.
And he's 389 pounds?
Who,
Let's see, 315.
dude?
Brother.
What was
Hey,
I
you were low,
looking
you
at?
were typing you were typing quick, so you might. I don't know how you got a half, but yeah, he's 6'5", 315.
I don't know how I got a half either.
Bro, just imagine he was 6'9", 389. Oh my
God damn,
god.
Oh my god.
that's a Viking. Anyways, no, if y'all look at him, bro, I literally seen an edit of this guy before anything because he has such luscious hair.
He does.
He does.
Look at that.
That's the guy I remember. They were talking about him during the
He
combine.
that is luscious. Wow.
But yeah, I
He's
mean,
gonna
How do
probably
you
be a
remember
would
highly
that,
drafted.
weirdo?
I wouldn't pick him, just because of his hair or anything.
But
His size as well too. He's a
he's six
he's a
nine.
big tackle.
389. Oh man.
He's
Um,
6'9". Bro, you're a power forward in the NBA. Get out of here.
389
Well,
though?
not 389, but 6'9", you're a power forward.
okay, well that's what I get for typing so fast with fat fingers. Uh, but yeah, anyways, um, he excels really in the run game. He can get to that second level with ease. Um,
I hate it.
I'm looking at the third one as well.
yeah, make sure I don't put any
Oh
seven.
my.
It gets worse.
I already see
It
the
gets,
It
third
gets
one.
it
worse.
gets worse.
The third one is
Anyways, I think we look into Dunker because he really excels in the run game. He's able to get to the second level with ease. He has really physical hands, a solid physical base. And with the pass game, he is also really solid too. He's able to just blindside and out just out strengthen defenders, either on the edge or inside, being a guard and tackles. But yeah, I do see us. I hope we trade up for him. But
Why
if
did you
not,
add 100 pounds to this guy?
how did I add 4 extra inches to his height? And 4 inches and a half.
Bro,
How
how
did I
did
get
you
a
add
half?
like 80, 70 more pounds of his weight?
Sorry to Gennings Dunker if you ever see this video, but
Yo,
Oh
go ahead,
man.
Bobby.
Shout out Gennings Dunker though. This is one of my favorite personal picks. Dalen Everett coming out of Georgia. I didn't even put him in my notes, but just know I'm talking about Dalen Everett. He immediately grabbed my attention with his ability to read routes and jump on them quickly. I don't think he'd be a Panthers pick, but if he were to be a Panthers pick, I think it'd be a really good pick, and I love it personally because I watched a pretty fairly good amount of Georgia games when he was at Georgia. He spent all 4 years at Georgia. Specifically, his 2024 season, he played very well. He made some really clutch plays. I think he had a pop up interception at one point in 2024, uh, if I could remember. But he does offer good size, length, and footwork as a corner, and he is physical, like every other corner in this draft. He is also very physical. So this is one of my personal favorite prospects. I don't see us picking him, but he'll definitely go to a team that needs him.
All right. My next guy is Kansas State center Sam Head. Um, we lost Cade Mays. We signed Luke Fortner, but center's still in need. And like I said, the Panthers are trying to get younger in the trenches and cheaper. Our GM also said we're not done in the trenches. He has nice play speed and physicality that the Panthers look for in their centers. Basically, he reminds me a lot of Cade Mays in the leverage he uses in the run game and using his body to get guys out the way. So I would really like Sam Edge if he was the pick in the third round.
okay. So I was just looking it up, and the guy I was looking at while typing this was 6'9", 200. I mean 6'9", 325 pound. Travis Brooke from Memphis.
So
So
that's a guy you were looking at?
I still don't know how you got 389.
Yeah, that's a
I
better
don't know
question.
either. Okay, that was
But at
definitely
least you got
that
the
was
six
definitely a
nine
typo.
right.
Yeah. So, anyways, moving on. The second pick, I think as I think what the second pick, I think the Rams look at. Sorry, it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Is
At
safety
least not
Jacoby
four.
Thomas? At least it's
At
not
least it's
four.
not.
Where we're
I'd rather
having
hear three than four.
We'll be done by three.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Because what are we going
Uh,
to? Like,
yeah. Is safety Jacoby Thomas from Dunk? I didn't even write his school. I almost said the other guy's last name is his school.
From
He's not from
Dunker.
Dunker.
He's from
Anyways,
Dunker.
like Bobby said before, this whole draft is just filled with physical safeties. He is a really physical safety. Would be a nice to pick up for the Rams secondary. He is really suited for the box. He is willing to run down the hill and get those big run stopping plays. He also has good ball tracking, and has really physical hands, willing to uh, rip the ball or peanut punch the ball out. And some negative sides, negative some negatives that he has is that he struggles with the shiftier wide receivers, but he does have the speed to keep up with those little speedsters. So yeah, it would be a nice little addition to add with the Cam Bam to our secondary. Bobby,
Oh shit! I forgot my bro.
there you
My
go.
bad. I have
Next time
Justin
on
Jolly.
Personas.
was that a question?
No,
That's who you picked. Like,
I know I have Justin Jolly. I know it
Justin
sounds like a
Jolly.
question.
Oh, Don't do that. No, don't. No, shut up.
It went
No,
off as
don't. Oh,
soon as he said something.
As soon as he said
every
Justin
Brother,
time
Jolly,
you say
Justin
something,
Johnny.
Justin Johnny.
Justin Jolly. Well,
He has
get
a jolly ass name if you
get
think about
started
it.
with Justin, with JJ.
I
Yeah,
get.
what's your
Sorry, audience. You're gonna have to
Turn
hear
it
the
off.
standby?
styrofoam first. Oh no, it's back now.
It's back. Take advantage.
Justin Jolly's a guy that we met on the top 30 visits. A lot of these last guys that I picked are from the top 30 visits. Jolly has great hands to be able to make what Anth.
Great hands.
He has big ass hands to make
Big
Do we
meaty
contested
have to talk
catches.
about what you
claws.
said yesterday?
Big meaty. No, no, we don't actually.
What did
We
he
can
say
we can go
yesterday?
ahead and we can go
And you
ahead
know what
and
I'm talking about?
no,
No.
no, we
You
can
were
go
talking
ahead
about
and.
some guy had some good fingers.
Oh yeah, you just said that.
Dude, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, dude. So of course I'm
Not
gonna talk about some
again,
dude's
not
fingers.
again, bro. Anyways, I'm just continuing so we can get this done and over with. He has the ability to stay solid and sturdy to catch through contact. Those are some notes that I wrote down about him. Don't know much about the guy, but we met up with him during the top 30 visit, so obviously the Panthers see something in him. If we picked him, I think I like this pick. He comes from NC State, so he'd stay in the state.
Sounds like you're coming from a
NC.
jail phone.
What?
That's exactly
Sounds
what
like
he
you're
sounded
coming
like.
from
Oh,
a jail phone.
NC North Carolina State Penitentiary.
Yeah, something like that.
Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
My next guy is TCU linebacker Caleb Ilums or the Panthers are one of 5 teams that are high on him in this draft process. He's a high upside player. Come in and be a weak side linebacker for us. He has great sideline to sideline range. He can help in his own coverage. Not the best in coverage, but he's definitely solid. He's a lot of these linebackers in this draft will get torched and will get exposed in coverage, but he won't get exposed. But Devin Lloyd can cover those issues. He's a good blitzer too, something that we can really use in our linebacker cores because last year, anytime we tried to blitz with like Rosewoom and stuff, it just wasn't well disguised, and Rosewoom was slow, and he kept missing tackles. And he's also a nice athlete as he ran a 4.47 40-yard dash. I would really like this pick, and I feel like our team is very high on him.
All right. So I guess that leads to my final guy. So yeah, the final guy that I would want the Rams to look into is defensive tackle Caleb Proctor. Forgot where he comes from. I didn't put that down in the paper. But
Southeast Louisiana, something like
right,
that.
right. Yeah, he was the guy who wore like 2
That's
or
a
something.
defensive tackle.
Yeah,
As the
Bobby,
defensive
we're
tackle,
also high on him. I forgot. Like we're very high on Caleb Proctor.
yeah.
honestly,
He's
that's not
tough.
like yeah.
I feel like once he's in his flow state,
What the?
that's like us exposing everything. All right, let me know
Well,
whenever you're.
obviously, it will be us exposing everything. No, you're good. Go ahead.
All right, as I was saying, before we got madly interrupted. Yeah, defensive tackle Caleb Proctor. He's swifty. He's light on his feet. He's like it's like he's dancing out there. He is also really witty. He's able to read plays. I watched his film. He's really good at reading plays. Really quick on his feet. Has violent hands. Is able to like just deal with the double blockers. He has a he has a lot of movesets whenever it comes to going around the offensive tackle. His main move is like I think a swim move, which is a strong ass like one motion. Just he has big meaty claws. That's all I can
And do
say.
you know what his measurements are?
6 feet 2 inches, weighing it at 300 and 200. I meant to put 200. I meant to put 296 pounds. He's not
Thank
396
you. I
pounds. He's
was like, how'd
200.
you go up 100 pounds?
I don't know why I keep doing this.
Almost 400 pounds.
Caleb
That's so
Proctor, if you ever
bad.
see Caleb Proctor, if you were to
That's
stumble on this
so
video,
wild.
You can
bro,
sue him for defamation.
no, do not stomp me out,
Defamation.
bro.
Shoot him for
Please,
shoot him for defamation.
shoot me.
Shoot
would
him.
you shoot the
I'm gonna
messenger?
make sure. I'm gonna send this clip to him.
All right,
You
bro.
never know.
So,
He actually might see it too.
yeah, he actually might.
Shout out Caleb.
And
Caleb.
Ant's gonna get a letter in the mail.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Anyways, I don't even want to imagine that. Anyways, getting death threats from Caleb Proctor. Okay, I'm not saying you're not dangerous, Caleb. I'm just saying, it's very
Yeah.
weird to get that threat from him. Anyways, I wanted to pick him up because even though he's not, he doesn't. How do I word this correctly? He's not. He's like. He's good as a run stopper. He doesn't have like the right skill set to be a good pass rusher, but I feel like he does with the right coaching and development. So I think if we do pick him up, we do give him a little bit of coaching. He would be like sort of like an Aaron Donald in a way, just a little bit on the bigger side. So yeah,
Do you have an X variable this year?
Who's your ex? Yeah, who's your ex variable?
I don't know. We haven't done the full draft yet.
Is it one of your wide receivers?
No, it's actually not.
Hmm.
If we draft one, maybe,
Well,
but
let us.
that's
Yeah,
maybe.
you'll be on the
Let us
draft
know.
team. If y'all draft one tomorrow, let us know right away. Is this your X variable?
That can also be an answer option right there.
X
Finding
variable.
the X variable. Do y'all have a Y variable? To
Chris
co-ascend with
Brazel.
Chris Brazel.
He's a Y variable. I don't know, but
That's a
my next guy, I have Caleb Tiernan. Bro, 6'8". He is a giant. That's all I got.
And
I'm
the
just
Pan
kidding.
and the
Um,
Panthers have met with him multiple times.
but
That's
yeah,
really
the
good.
Panthers met with him like 3 or 4 times. I kind of got lazy. I didn't write anything down for him, but I'm looking at the ESPN um website. Just his pre-draft analysis. Bro jumped a 35.5-inch vertical jump, which is
that's
absurd.
that's
At
scary.
6'8", 323 pounds, which is ridiculous. Due to him being super tall, he doesn't really get good pad level, but as a run blocker, he can be effective when he gets his hands onto someone else and just holds on to them. But yeah, this would probably be another uh, person we look at since we met with him, and it'll probably make everything more validated, as Dan Morgan said that he's not done with the trenches. So maybe we get another large man that Bryce could barely see over at the tackle position.
All right. And my final guy, as I have four, is Indiana wide receiver Elijah Surratt. You know, we don't really need a wide receiver, but having weapons would not be the worst thing. Um, he led the nation with 15 receiving touchdowns this past year. He's physical. He's very good at contested catches. Can be a powerful slot wide receiver and also just slide to the outside and dominate. He's an ex. He's a red zone target, as I said, led the nation with 15. But he's not the fastest wide receiver. And so when I wrote that, I wrote down same thing with Tedero, McMillan, and Jalen Cook. That's literally all of them. They're physical. They're good at contested catches. They're powerful in the slot and on the outside. They're good red zone targets, but then they're just not the fastest. So like, I don't know what the Panthers want to go here. If they really want to keep like that same style wide receiver, then Elijah Surratt. If not, there's guys like Zachariah Branch and stuff. But I'm a fan of Elijah Surratt, and if he was there in the third round, I wouldn't mind if we took him, which is why I put him here.
Right.
Bobby, your
All
fourth
right.
guy, and doesn't have one.
Oh, and doesn't have a fourth guy. Well,
No,
my last final guy is Jalen Kilgore. Like I mentioned earlier, he's been linked also as a top 30 visit. I had to ask DJ a little bit more about him. He's a coverage safety, which is something that the Panthers are, I wouldn't say in
desperately.
desperate need.
No, it's
Oh,
desperate.
okay,
Nick Scott
desperately.
cannot be
Okay,
on the field.
okay. Oh, yeah, I forget we have Nick Scott, but he knows the system, though,
He
DJ.
knows the system, but he's not good.
That's the excuse of why we didn't take Dylan Theana, because Nick Scott knows the system.
He knows the system, but
But
he's not willing to
he's
work by it.
Kilgore is exactly what the Panthers need, but he also could put his body on the line and lay down a hit. So yeah, those were small little notes that I wrote down for him. Keep it short and simple.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, before we end this episode, I'm gonna mention those Panthers fans' tweets that I've
Please.
been thinking of this whole time. So the first one, uh, right here. I'll start with the good one. This is one of
Okay.
those picks that we look back at 10 years and laugh about how mad the fan base was. Yes, completely.
Yes.
And then
Absolutely.
and then and then the comment got bad, or it just was annoying me. He
And
can
this is
turn out
all on Twitter.
this all on Twitter. He can turn out to be Trent Williams, and it's still not a good pick. What do you mean by that? If we drafted the next Trent Williams, he's not a good pick. Like, what are you talking about? And then someone
Can I
replied to
just
him, "Oh, go ahead, because
do people not have common sense anymore?
I don't
They're just
know."
so angry. They're so angry they get blinded by it. So they're not really paying attention to what they're saying.
Well, maybe you shouldn't get angry about a pick that you're not involved with.
So right here,
Or you just can't control. Like,
next, so someone replied to him saying, "So you're basically saying he can turn out to be one of the best offensive tackles of all time, and it's a bad pick." The guy said, "Yeah, you're right. Just like Derek Brown could end up being the one of the best defensive tackles of all time, though. If we're being honest, we should have taken C.D. Lamb." Like, what are we saying? Like, who knows if C.D. Lamb would have developed to be that wide receiver?
And
What's
guess
up?
what? We had terrible head coaches.
We
So it's
did.
good
So
that
he would have
CD.
probably been
It's
on a whole
it's a
different team.
it's a damn miracle that Derek Brown ended up being as good as he is, because he's that damn good.
Now,
And
oh, here's the one that had me pissed off. It makes zero sense drafting someone in the first round who doesn't touch the ball.
what is
what the
yo? What does that mean?
what the
You can let it out. You
what
can
does
let out
that mean?
one. You can let out one.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't
What the hell
know.
does that
And
mean?
then someone replied, "So you should never draft defensive or offensive line in the first round ever law. You should never draft defense period in the first," is what this person said. "And if you do, they better be a Hall of Famer. Draft
So
players
let's
who make plays with the ball in their hands.
let's
DB,
let's
wide
see.
receiver, tight end."
Let's think about it. Who was the second overall pick of this draft?
David Bailey. Like oh
What
my
are we
god.
speaking? Only offensive players should get drafted in the first round. No defensive players. Only
Why not just
people.
have an
Only
offensive round then? Like at this
yes.
point.
What are we? That makes
If
no
anything else,
sense.
is just wasting the value on a fifth year option. We drafted someone at 19 who would never score an NFL touchdown. Why does that
Why
matter?
does that matter?
What?
Why does that matter?
You
Why?
guys have, you guys
Why?
have kids on Twitter
And guess what?
replying to
And guess
comments,
what?
bro.
The Panthers could draw some dumb shit up for him, and he will give you a touchdown.
I feel like it would. He's big enough.
Like,
We
what are we
tripping.
talking about? If you really are that mad about not getting a playmaker, bro, offensive linemen
Go to a
are
different
the
fan
are
base who
they
drafted a
they.
playmaker.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
the person kept going. Tech can win you a game. A tackle isn't winning you a game. A tackle can win you a game by protecting your quarterback so he can throw to Tedero McMillan.
I don't think that person understands
This
football.
person is. Oh my
This,
god, you're lucky I can't say the R word
I
because I would dead ass say that right now.
Tet is winning you nothing when Bryce Young is face down in the dirt, following your O line collapsing on itself. Exactly.
Literally,
Like
literally.
when I read that one, I was like, I have to screenshot this and save this for the pod because
Does
it
this
was
does this person happen to wear sunglasses in their profile picture?
well in their
It's probably a
profile
blank one,
picture is Dom Capers. So
That's random.
yeah,
bro. Y'all have the most randomest fan base.
I
I don't
tell
even know if
you,
that's a
man.
fan base, bro.
That's why I keep on
A bunch
calling
of
them
kids.
fans, because a lot of Carolina Panthers fans are young and don't get the concept of a football team.
they
What it
don't.
seems like. So, like, even me, was I happy about the pick initially? Not really,
I
because
wasn't the happiest,
I
but
was like,
he
we
grew on
could have
me
really got somebody.
just like Tedero grew on me quick last year. At first, I was one of the ones that didn't really like the pick because our defense was terrible, and then I
Yes,
believed in it, and look how it turned out. We got offensive
he
rookie of the year.
literally turned into the offensive rookie of the year. Now
Now, last
Monroe
thing before
Freeland.
we end this episode, what did Bryce Young do to David Bailey?
That's a good question because even I was like,
So
was he trying? Was he
I
gearing
sent
up?
Bobby this
David
video,
Bailey has
and
issues.
there was this video that said, "Who are you most looking forward to lining up across?" And David Bailey said Bryce Young. Out of all people, Bryce Young, not NFL legend Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. No,
Who
Bryce
he's
Young.
literally gonna play against in his like own conference? Nah,
Like,
Bryce Young.
what did
Bryce
Bryce Young
Young.
do to you?
I need to know. I wish I could interview Bryce Young right now and ask him
I
why.
feel like Bryce Young. What did you do to David Bailey?
I
He
feel
not.
like he's
I
gonna
mean,
reply to that soon, bro.
He might have did something to him in college or something. I don't. I mean, Bryce got
high
drafted in
school
23. High school
maybe.
maybe.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. That's such a
Dang,
maybe he just wants to beat up on a small man. I don't.
Yeah, like all the other ones said like great guys or like a Will Anderson. Maui Noah said Will Anderson. He said Michael Parsons and Miles Garrett. Yeah, good luck.
Oh
Good
brother,
luck to you.
have
Tom,
fun.
saying you want to face three guys, yeah. But yeah, yeah. What did Bryce Young do, to David Bailey? But yeah,
Let us
again,
know.
a draft stream about 3.5 hours. Or technically, with how long this video is, 2.5 hours from if you're watching at this point. And close us out.
All right, but yeah, if, if y'all agree, disagree, if y'all like, don't like, just comment down below. Anything, everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Don't forget to stay tuned with us, and don't forget to also follow the socials. And yeah, we'll catch you on day
Day
two.
two draft stream.
Day
Day
two
two
draft
draft.
stream in a few hours. Later.